Can I? Hey Jesse, can you do me a favor? Can you sorry, chat who just got here later, who just heard their ears blasted out. Can you send me the link to the live stream that's happening right now? Because I want to put it on Instagram. And I can't access it because I'm on Streamlabs. So if you go to my YouTube page and just click the link at the top and then like send it over to me.
Like text it?
Yeah. Okay. That's on you. Thank you. I'm so sorry for the people who joined and were like, God, that's my ears, you jerk. Maybe I can try to cut that out once things finish up. Also, my camera will work here soon. Don't mind me. We're gonna wait for people to show up. I'm gonna move a little bit. Oh. Hello, one viewer. I will show my face momentarily. Oh, that's probably Jesse. Actually. Thank you. Hello. Give me just a moment to do some good old prep. Good old prep stuff. Trying to get it onto, get the link onto Instagram so people can see what's happening. Thank you for being here. My face will also show up momentarily. But my good old camera broke in the rain on my computer, so I can't just do that. It has to be done. There we go. And then if we do that, then we do this. Ha 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 ha. And then ha ha ha. And then ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Oh, it was the other way. Hold on. Wait. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Don't look at the camera for a second. You'll get dizzy. I don't want you to get dizzy. Hi. This is where the screen's gonna be. Hi. I've been all right. How are you? Hello, everyone who's here and will be, and I don't know. I'm gonna try to flip this around so it looks like I'm looking at the screen. So then I can do that, and then it looks like I'm looking at the Blues Clues project. 'Cause that's cool, right? That's cool. Right? That's cool. Ugh. How have y'all been? I haven't been on a live stream in a minute. I keep looking here because this is where the chat is. My setup is a little janky. Excuse me, I'm also sniffly for some reason. Okay, let's just test and see if it plays. Can y'all hear it okay? Why are you not playing? I can't even hear you, my guy. There we go.
Begin this video.
Can you guys hear it okay?
To tell you. Sit down. And if you're not sitting down,
Can you see it okay? Oh, that's why I wasn't gonna do it that way, so that, oh. That's fine. I'll do this. I just didn't want my hair to be in my face as I reacted. But, meh. Yeah, the sniffles. I'm so sorry about the sniffles. Boy, oh boy, I'm gonna eat an apple. So get ready for ASMR experience. I hope that's not too loud. Can I turn the... Oh, that was the mic. Oh, I understand. So if I do this, does my mic turn down? Yeah, it does. Okay. Wow, this is the most interesting live stream ever. This is, by the way, if you're not aware, this is going to be a talk back of the Blue's Clues project that I've worked for a year on. So, look out. Why am I sniffling right on a live stream in a quiet room? I'm so sorry. Bruh. I love my fingers pointed right in my face. It's just, I'm gonna try. Can I do this and it won't affect the stream? Will it affect the stream? Oh, it did affect the stream. Oh, we don't want that. But hold on, wait. Hold on. I can fix this. I'm Fix It Felix. I can do this. I'm Fix It Felix. I got this. Watch this. What? Your mind is blown, isn't it? And if I play it, it looks fine, right?
Stop! Hold!
Yeah, that looks fine. All right. Hi, Amber. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm excited to have you here. I'm excited. I'm just waiting for people to show up right now. If anyone wants to see from the beginning. But I also know I'm a little late anyway, so. I just put an update on my Instagram that I was doing this, so I'll let it sit for a bit. How's your life? How's it going? What's up? I haven't been on a stream in a while. It's been a hot minute, and that used to be my whole thing. But now it's not. It was editing and working on this project for a solid year. I did this for too long. This took up my entire life. There was no one in my life that was looking at me like, Amy, or there was no one in my life that didn't know that I was working on this endlessly. And everybody was like, Amy, why are you putting so much time to that? You could be doing anything else. And I was like, no, I want to finish this. I want it to look cool. And so I did. And then here we are. I also don't know if any of you have seen it. I assume you've seen it if you're here. I would recommend that you watch it first before you listen to me talking over it the entire time, because there's a lot to talk about. You're going to see in this stream, you're going to see a lot of the continuity errors. You're going to see a lot of the ideas and references behind it. You're going to see, you're going to hear stories of like how things happened and like when things happened. Because some of them you can kind of tell when in the year they were filmed. Like one of them was filmed during Christmas time, or at least three. 3 parts were filmed during Christmas time, and you can tell. It's pretty obvious. So, shrug. Oh, I see the view count going up. Hello, everyone who's watching. I'm just kind of giving some context and waiting for people to show up. I also apologize. I am eating an apple, and for some reason I'm sniffly. So, it's the best. Everything's great. The audio is going to be fantastic. I hope you're ready for that. Also, if the apple's disgusting and you don't want me to do that anymore, I will stop. I don't have to eat an apple right now. But I was like, I haven't had much healthy things today, so I'm going to eat an apple. It always seems like I just don't eat until I get on stream. I guess that's a normal thing. You know what I need? I need my Tampico. I might need to go grab the Tampico to call back to all the streams that I used to do. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. Hold on. Well, say hi to the new people for me when they come in.
Hi. I'm snacking before I start looking.
What?
I'm snacking before
How
I
dare you
start.
snack?
I'm snacking.
How dare? You want to say hi to everybody? There's like no one here yet, but.
Hi.
Okay, cool. There you go. That was perfect. Good deal. Swap. Close the door behind me. Do you ever get a little bit tired of life? Oh, that song's stuck in my head right now. Howdy do. I'm going to start going at 15 minutes, no matter how many people are here. So if you want to invite your friends, if there's someone that's like, oh my god, I need to know the director's commentary live and in person, let them know. But 15 minutes in, I'm gonna start watching, and we're gonna start talking about it, because that's what we're here for. I don't know if you knew that, but we're here to talk about my project, my Blues Clues project that was forever long, and I can't believe it's out still. I think my brain's still convinced that I have to finish it somehow. But it's done. It's done. So yeah, we're gonna get started at 15 minutes in, which is about 5 minutes from now. So just letting people come in who haven't been here or are like, oh my god, I actually want to see this, and then they'll be here, and we can vibe. Because I know there was a lot of people that voted on whether they wanted to be here or not for this. Don't judge me. I'm eating green beans out of a can. Shush. Oh, I did. Got to drink the Tampico in honor of the veterans of my content. Good. Excellent. I feel fulfilled. I feel sustained. I feel... Oh, I'm going to drop it. This one's annoying because, like, look at this. The handle, like, folds up. Like, that's it, how it should be. And then it does this. And I'm like, well, that's annoying. Hello, Tampico. It's very good. I'm curious to know, for those of you that are here, because I'm still waiting a few minutes for people to come in if they want to, what was your favorite part of the project, if you've seen it yet? And if you haven't, then we can watch it together. I would recommend you watch it outside of what I'm doing, because I know I'm not going to mute during the spoilers. But you should know that. I'm not going to be muting during the spoilers. So you'll have to mute, and I can do a little, like, ding. I can do a little thing. But there's reasons why I'm going to be muting during the spoilers, because I put a lot of work in the spoiler part. So you can tell me what your favorite part is, and if you're watching this later, you can tell me what your favorite part is in the comments. I want to know, because, like, it's cool to see how many people have viewed the video already. Like, honestly, I fully expected this video to only get like 40 views because of how long it is, but like it's gotten up to like, what is it at right now? I think it's like 129 views, and I'm like, hello? Who are you people? It's the line like, who are you people? From SpongeBob. Like, I had a whole reaction yesterday seeing how many people have viewed it so far, and I'm like, and it's going up. It's still going up. And I'm like, who's watching this video? Like, I know my family did. I know there's a handful of people that did, but like I didn't expect that many to watch it. Like I'm having a whole experience. So anyway, that's something that's happening. We're gonna get started here in about 2 minutes. So yeah, feel free to let your friends know if you're interested in hearing my talk back. Or you can share this video with your friends, because I'm going to keep a live stream on YouTube when it happens. The part with the stuffed animals. Yeah, the Sandersides. I love the Sanderside segment. I'm so happy about it. I'm so proud of how it came out. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited to talk about it. This will be so fun. So yeah, feel free to tell your friends or send it to your friends later if you want. This is going to be a director's commentary. A lazy director's commentary, because I'm tired and I'm always tired. What can I say? But I'm so sorry about the sniffles. It's so funny. Anyway. Doodly doo. 30 seconds, and then we'll start the video. Is the stream quality okay? Is the audio okay? You can, once I hit play on the video, you can tell me to turn it down or turn it up or whatever. Just let me know. I would love to know what you think, because I'd prefer you have a good experience while you're watching this video, including the burps that you're going to hear. Almost there. Okay, we're going to get started. Here we go. Let me know. Mr. Chubbs and Scruffy. I mean, honestly, yeah, I tried to use every single stuffed animal that I could. I'm excited to get there because we worked hard on that. Did I say that Mary worked on props? I messed up some stuff in the credits. Anyway, all right, we'll get there. Alrighty. Starting from square one. We added this.
Stop! Halt! Wait!
So something I'm going to say
Before you begin
as
this video,
I'm
I have
talking,
things to tell you.
because you all have
Sit-
heard this
sit
part.
down. And if you're not sitting down,
What? So this part was actually last minute addition. Like this was made maybe like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. That Colgate joke was Jesse's. That was not my joke. That was really funny, and I'm crediting Jesse on that one. That was a real burp.
Number 3.
Right in the middle of everything.
You guys know the show's yeah, that gets
I knew there was a lot of stuff that I needed to talk about beforehand, so I just wanted to add some of that stuff, including the good place. Spoilers. That was really important. Does anybody here that's currently here, does anybody need me to like mute during the spoilers or anything?
No matter what you see,
I don't think I'm going to, but like,
don't want the spoilers.
I'm just wondering
Swear
who all has seen The Good Place here.
that you'll get it. Just mute.
How surprised that there's the question, like no matter what you see, did anybody freak out when they saw the reason that the reason that I said no matter what you see?
So if you are a person who lip reads or you're a person who
I thought that
uses
was
the
fun.
captions, just be mindful of that.
That was
Symbol
made
will
like
appear
days
when you
ago.
need
That was
to
made
eat
like
or when you
last
need to
week.
block the
That was
camera or whatever you need
recent.
to do, just know that.
That was like right at the end. I was watching through one more time and I went, oh, actually.
Turn your audio back on and you'll be good. You won't even
Fun fact, if you're looking at the clock, you can see how long this took me and what takes I used and stuff. I left the clock on the wall.
Did I have a hair thing? Fix my hair. Well, now that my hair is fixed. Number
I'm gonna turn this up
4. My original character's name is Steve. Steve is an android. Most of you know this.
Can I pause if I
And
do
he's
this? I can.
Pushy android,
Wow.
which means that he's going to be doing some robotic movements, and he's also going to be doing
Steve.
some head twitching. So if either
Gotta
of
let
those
people
things
know
bother
I
you
haven't
in
been
any
here.
way, or you think will trigger
We
you
don't
in
know
any
who
way,
Steve is.
be mindful
Gotta
of that
let
because
people
you do
know.
that. This is an episode of Blue's Clues.
If Steve
If
were
Steve were
Steven.
Steven.
That's my joke. Unfortunately.
Number 5.
Threesa. Monty Python reference.
This entire video is a gift
We need to make,
for my friends.
honestly, I'm thinking about making or I don't know if I'm going to do this. I actually just want to be able to call out all of the references in this video because there's so many. I might even like challenge y'all to like name the reference if you don't know it, but like I think that'd be fun. But yeah, that was Monty Python because I love references. References is something I do a lot.
For his birthday.
I didn't make him for you.
That's Rocky.
Okay, easy, Frank.
Picture
Sure,
show.
it's not for you,
Science
but
fiction
the
double
references
feature.
blend in a way that I think you all will enjoy, so I'm deciding to post it to YouTube anyway. This video is going to have references to our friendship. This video is going to have references to our favorite TV shows and favorite YouTube shows and whatever, and just favorite references in general. There's one
thought the
specific
Tom's
thing
Twin was on
that
this tab.
TechReal challenged me to put into the project, and I did.
He was very sweet to do that for
Try to
me.
guess where that is.
He was
Whoever
very sweet. I'm
commented
really
first.
excited Thomas actually took the time to make a video for me for this. Also, if you want to know where this moment is that I said TechReal challenged me to put this in the project, I can let you know. Otherwise, you can still try to guess. I'm pretty open to revealing that here.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
The last thing that I want to make extremely clear. This
This
video
video-
was supposed to be 25 minutes and made in a month. As you can see by how long this video is, that didn't happen. This video was made in a year. There was a shot where I say that TechReal's been waiting 2 weeks for this video because I thought it wouldn't take too long after that.
I will never make that mistake again.
Finish up. So because it took longer and longer and longer, we made it a running gag that every time I mention how long it's been since his birthday, it changes. So you're gonna hear me say that it's been 2 weeks, it's been 5 months, it's been 6 months, it's a joke.
It's not going to make
It's
sense.
not gonna make sense.
That was actually a notification from TechReal.
By golly, it's Tigreal.
Fun fact.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Anyway, thank you so much for.
Also, the person in the
listening to me
background is
ramble
Jesse. I'm
about
living
all
with
the
Jesse
things
right
that we
now
needed
for a
to say
bit.
beforehand, and I hope you have fun watching this video. I appreciate you being here.
This makes me so angry. Okay, I have to explain this hole here. This was supposed to be the dedication message for TechReel. I can actually pull that up and read that to you. It's in the description of the video right now if you want to go back and hear it. But basically it says, this film is entirely dedicated to my friend TechReel. When my self-worth had been shattered and I needed a like-minded friend, he was there to help me pick up the pieces. I wouldn't be nearly as strong today without him being by my side, supporting me in the pain, encouraging my steps, and loving every single piece of me that whole time. Words, let alone this project, cannot even begin to express my gratitude for all the ways he helped me through that. I hope you enjoy this project as much as he did. That was supposed to be what it was, but then it didn't show up, and I got really mad because then it looks just like a mistake. And I'm like, hello? Anyway, rage. I got really angry about that. But regardless, it's fine. It happened. It's okay. We move on. We breathe. We move past it. It's fine. But I did. I hit play, didn't I? That's why it's so long. It makes no sense. It's longer here because I'm not using the YouTube video. I'm using the cut. Oh yeah. No, I intentionally wanted to sit somewhere that wasn't intentionally supposed to be sat. No, that's wonderful. Isn't this song the vibe for this? Okay, I have to get really excited about this song again. Because that song, I found that song and I went, oh my god, wait, it's the perfect mixture of like cute kid show and cyber, like robot / science fiction / all that stuff. And I was like, oh my god, it's perfect. I'm freaking out. I can't believe I found this song. Oh my god, this person's a vibe. What's the name? I have to like call him out. I don't actually know where. I don't think I have it right here with me. I don't think I do. But anyway. Props to Mary for being the camera person here. We love Mary. Mary's the camera person. But we absolutely love the little samba. Oh, well, hello. Welcome. You came at a good time. I appreciate you being here at all. So I'm just talking through. We're going through, and this is going to be on YouTube for a while. So if you know that friends are going to be asking about that, then feel free to show this to them later.
So
because the stream is
yeah, gosh, I don't know where Steve is. Do you see him in here?
Look at our little dorm. I miss our dorm.
No.
I miss my friend Morgan.
Okay. Well, let's keep
We love
moving.
Morgan.
Steve.
Fun fact: this llama.
Do you see Steve?
This llama in the corner. His name is Stanley. His name is Stanley. He's a llama, and he lived in my. He will be in any place I go that I declare as mine for a while, like a space that I can make completely my own. Yeah, no, Stanley's coming. Stanley's a vibe, and I love him. And he was just hanging out in the bathroom, giving me inspiration for every day that I was at school. We love Stanley. Anyway. Also, note the monster at the end of this book. That's just another thing I love in my room. Anyway.
Here?
So you see Steven here? No.
Darn, where's that
Darn.
little rascal?
This was the first time I was in Blue's outfit. Also, fun fact. This is the first time I was ever Blue.
Okay. Do you see Steven here?
I sure filmed it in order.
You do?
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you
there
liked
he
it.
is. Silly goober. Hey, Steve.
Another fun fact, that episode that Steve is watching is TechReel's favorite episode of Blue's Clues. It's called, like, Words, I think. I think that's what it's called. But I got some... I found out that was favorite. I found out that that was TechReel's favorite episode. So I was like, well, we're using it in the project. It's showing up. And I was like, oh my god, Steve could wiggle. We're going to make Steve wiggle. This is fantastic. Also, props to Jade.
Steve.
The Jade for being my body double. Hello? A vibe.
Steve.
Look at Steve wiggling. Anyway, a vibe.
Sorry. You could have just tapped me on the shoulder or something. Sorry. But
This is Morgan.
It's time to play Blue's Clues.
We love
With your
Morgan.
friend. We got it.
Morgan was my roommate for a long time, and then also I'd like to note the time to kick Virgil in the dick and seize the day. That's a joke that TechRail and I make with each other all the time because Virgil is anxiety and he's annoying. So like we joke with each other all the time that we just need to kick Virgil in the dick. Who's the Steve stand-in here? Yeah, that's that's you. You're K. So yeah, Steve is. Oh, that's valid. Okay, well I guess I'm seeing the chat a little late then. That's fine. But yeah, props to Jade for being my, because Jade is like the cosplayer, the Sandershides cosplayer that Thomas retweets a lot and shows up in like the fandom quite a bit. Like Jade and I actually met each other when we went to go see the Heather show. We met each other in person there, and then we found out that our colleges were super close to each other, and so I was like, "Hey, bro, you want to like help me with the Blue's Clues project?" And they were like, "Yeah, why not?" And so they did, and that's them helping out. But yeah, this is my roommate Morgan. I love Morgan. We love Morgan. We stand Morgan here. We stand all the people who helped with this project. But I'm so sorry that that's been on the screen the whole time. Oh my god.
Amy. No, I'm Blue. I'm Blue.
I literally told Morgan to do whatever he wanted, or to do whatever they wanted in the background.
Sure. What I signed up for.
It was my favorite thing.
Steve, you're gonna do great, dude.
No, you won't.
It's gonna be great. You're gonna do just fine. We talked about this.
I wanted Morgan to be the distraction here.
Steve.
The conversation between Steve and Amy is irrelevant. It's just Morgan.
You are gonna
Who
do
needs
just fine.
Who needs Steve and Amy right now? Hello?
You've done all your research.
It's just Morgan.
Practiced your lines. You've taken the time to actually go through the cycles with me. You're gonna nail this.
The sheer amount of people who have looked at me and been like, "Amy, how did you not break?" And I literally go, I have no idea. You need to know that internally I was going, oh my god, it's right in front of my face. Oh my god. Somehow I held that shit. But it was the funniest thing because I just felt Morgan like put their hand on my back. Oh my god, I'm misgendering Morgan. I'm so sorry. But like putting their hand on my back and then just reaching. And I was like, Morgan, what are you doing? It's my favorite thing. Oh my god, I love Morgan. Anyway.
Well, hey, our friend is gonna love it no matter what.
This was hilarious. That was not scripted for me to turn around like that.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna not wear this, I think.
So, fun fact, the continuity errors are immense everywhere in this project. They're everywhere. And I'm gonna show them off because, they're there and I think they're fun to look at. So, one of the things is that when Jade is Steve, Jade doesn't have the book in her hand. So, that's a massive continuity error because when it jumps to me being Steve, when Steve is Steve, the book is in his hand. So like, I'm already messing up. There's also a Kool-Aid bottle that's right there that wasn't there before. Hi, TechRail! Hi! I love y'all! I love all of you for being here. You're all wonderful. Anyway, but yeah, that Kool-Aid bottle's not necessarily supposed to be there. But the reason Steve takes off the black lanyard is because the shots that we had done before did not have Steve with the black lanyard, which he was supposed to have the entire project. And when I found out that I had forgotten about that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fix that. It's the only continuity error I fixed. There's many, many more. For example, one of them is the fact that light is on. There's a lamp right next to Steve there. But with Jade, there is no lamp. Continuity errors are hard to catch. And I've learned that the hard way. Anyway.
Bring this. Are we doing it? We're doing it right now.
No, hello.
All right, cool. Okay,
That's Jade. Jade.
That means you.
That means you. This is the 2 week shot I was talking about.
Okay, come on. He's been waiting like 2 weeks for this. Go.
And we had already filmed this, and there was no way for me to refilm it. There was no way. because it was a thing I needed two other people for. There was no way we could refilm it because we were all busy with school stuff. So I was like, you know what, whatever. I wanted this to happen. I wanted it to reset like that. I thought that was really funny. Also, the color change, the fact that this is more saturated color, I don't know what happened. That first part was edited by Lucy. And like from the beginning of the video to now, pretty much, was filmed, the beginning of the actual project was filmed by, or edited by Lucy. Good fuck. And she, somehow when she sent it over to me, it was like a brighter color. And I was like, I kind of vibe with that because it's not actually the project yet. It's like the prep. It's the prelude, the prologue. So I love the music. We gotta find the name of the dude. I think it's like, oh my god, I have to find his name. I want to call him out because I found that music and went, good God, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. Hold on. I'm going to find it. I'm almost there. Little Samba by Quinces Moriera. Moriera? I don't know if that's how you say that. Quinces Moriera. It was on the YouTube audio library and I freaked out when I heard it. I was like, that's the best fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God. So I freaked out and I'm still freaking out. Just so you know. If it wasn't clear. So fun fact, there was a cut as the camera turned right there. So that's how Steve is now in the door. Because, you know, Steve and I have trouble
Hi out there.
stepping
It's
over.
me, Steve. Have you seen Blue, my puppy?
Cut. We stand Jade in the door. Jade.
Come on in.
I love that music.
Hi, you just made it in time. Amy, I think something's wrong. We were just in your dorm and now we're not. What happened?
So if it wasn't clear, I'm going to explain that. As you know, this project took a year. And so the fact that I filmed this at school, right? So the majority of the stuff I filmed, I tried to film the bigger stuff first. So I tried to film like moments where I was with people, moments where I was doing like big, like I was trying to get the Sanderside stuff filmed in my dorm. So I have footage of, I think I only have footage of Virgil and Steve in my dorm. I don't think I have it anymore because I ran out of storage. But I was trying to film the bigger stuff in my dorm first so that if I needed to use other things elsewhere, I could. However, looking back, I'm like, oh, I really should have done the Blue and Steve stuff first, that base area, because trying to do that last was a problem. Because the semester ended, because that was a really rough, the semester that you saw with like Morgan and me and like those clips of me in my dorm, that school semester was really hard for me. I actually dropped out the next semester. So like trying to do the Blue's Clues project and school was so much that like I didn't have time to finish it the way I wanted to. I don't even think, because the biggest issue with the project honestly was the fact that like I didn't format the script right. So like that's why the project went from an hour, or from 25 minutes to an hour. Like I didn't plan that right. The Sanderside scene is way longer than I ever meant it to be. So with that, this is my home. This is my home in Arkansas, and I am very sad that it had to happen this way. But I'm glad we made it into a joke, because I hope it makes sense that it's just like Amy going, I might have not had access to my dorm. So this stuff was filmed like, I think this one was filmed like in December. Well, Mom would have had the Christmas stuff up. This might have been filmed like, was this filmed over a weekend or something? I don't know. I don't actually know when this part was filmed specifically, but you gotta make it work. But that's Amy going, I mean, I might have had to change the location because I didn't plan this out very well. So that's what it is. That's why Steve's being like, whoa, we just changed places. What happened? And Amy's like, shh, buddy, shush, 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 buddy, shush. It's all a learning process, and I'm happy with how it turned out. But, you know, I'm happy with the door thing swinging open and then Steve being in the living room. Like, that's cool. But anyway, you learn, you live and you learn. And honestly, this is the best it could have turned out. So I'm happy with it for right now. But anyway, if that didn't make sense, that's what that is. That's Amy being like, I was supposed to be in the dorm and now I'm not. So Blue being like, shush,
Also,
shush,
you
shush,
did
shush,
something
shush,
different
shush.
with your hair. One of them is shorter than the other.
Also, I did not, when I put the when I put those in, I didn't think about how my hairstylists have like made my hair longer on one side and then shorter on the other. So when I put my hair up like that, I was like, oh my God, I'm Nemo. Oh my God. And I got really excited about Nemo.
Everything changed. I don't understand. Your hair changed. How did you have time to do that?
My parents very graciously let me have their living room for a long time to film all this stuff.
Bow?
The amount of issues I had with the living room.
Bow. You say
Was
bow when
insane.
you're Blue because you sound like the Blue from Blue. I understand. You're just
Also,
in
I
time.
missed a piece.
Sort of. I mean, well, that was due to me not being prepared. I didn't mean to send you back out the door.
Steve, it's okay. Keep going.
Okay, well, either way.
The only time
We're really
he says it in
excited
the
to have
project.
you here. Blue is wanting to try all
Steve's doing
sorts
his
of
very
different, fun, new,
Also, if you have any
exciting,
questions throughout this thing and you're like,
fancy,
Amy, what?
artistic
Feel free to ask.
things that she's never
Because I can
tried
also see
before.
the chat.
I
If that was
added some extra words in there, but today is going to be full of artistic projects that we've never tried before, creative projects we've never
I
tried
don't
before.
love this
The word
delivery. He
creative
looks very
is just a fancy
nervous,
word
and like,
for
I don't like that a robot is nervous.
being artistic
But
or being good at creating art or
Aw, thank you,
Anyway,
Kay. That was really sweet.
So we
For
found this
people
fancy,
later, they said creating things can be hard. I admire you so much with how much work you put into this. You should be proud of yourself for this project. Shucks.
app
Shush.
called TikTok.
Welcome back, Amber. TikTok. That was a very clear reference to the Blue's Clues
really
thing.
excited to
I
try
wanted
it
to
out.
add that
So,
for Tech
I
World.
mean, when you open it up, you can watch all kinds of different videos and then make your own kind of videos, and that's really exciting.
Before Blue starts dancing, I want to also comment on the fact that like this project started as a conversation between TechReal and I a month before his birthday. I was driving, because one of the things that Tech and I do from time to time is sometimes I'll call him on my drives home from college, and we'll just chat and talk. So we were chatting and talking about this, and we just were like, what would happen if Steve were Steve from Blue's Clues? And we were just joking about what could possibly happen. And I was just like, oh my God, I could make this. And so here we be. It turned out amazing. Thank you. But yeah, that was where it started from. And so I thought of like making the Sander sides of the skidoo, and I thought about making one of the original ideas was like this beginning part, and then also like the side table drawer where Steve is talking to like an inanimate object, and Steve is like, I don't know what to do about this. That was one of the original ideas as well. But I say it because it's true. Aw, shucks. Yeah. I don't take compliments very well. No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But anyway. Continuity errors. This is not supposed to be on the wall. This is not supposed to be on the wall. This is also not supposed to be there. And this is also not supposed to be there. Nothing's supposed to be there in that shot. Boo that shot. Anyway. Continuity errors make me angry.
As you can see, Boo is very excited about making a TikTok video today, as well as seeing all of the people that have done acting and singing and dancing, which she wants to do that too. But we've never done that before. We've never created before. So
yes.
we
So
heard that
so this was technically Tech's idea to begin with, and it was made for him for his birthday. Yeah. I don't actually. Okay, I don't know who brought it up. Tech, I guess you're in the chat, so you can verify on this. I think. I genuinely think it was just us laughing about the fact that we consistently in our conversations confuse the name Steve with which Steve we're talking about. So like if I say, well, I was thinking about Steve doing this, TechReal pretty much immediately assumes that it's Steve from Blue's Clues because that's who he thinks of first. I think of my Steve first. So sometimes we get really confused on who we're talking about. So I think honestly it was stemmed from that, and then somehow that bled into, oh, well, what would happen? For me, I trace this all to the joke of us never know. Yeah, okay. See? That's what I just said. But yeah, TechReal basically said the same thing, that we both get so confused, and I think we collectively joked, what would it look like if my Steve was Steve for Blue's Clues? And so that was the thing. And the beautiful moment where we both saw characters when watching High School Musical that looked like our respective Steves and didn't realize for minutes that we weren't talking about the same one. I typed this all for nothing, TechReal says. That's really funny. Hey, TechReal, your effort was admired. See, I didn't remember the High School Musical thing, so that's great. That we were watching and we noticed there was a moment like where we were watching High School Musical and there's a shot where I think it's like it's Taylor talking to Gabriella about something, but basically there are two people in the background, and so TechReal said, oh, one of them looks like Steve, and I was like, oh yeah, because I saw my Steve in one of the characters and he saw Steve from Blue's Clues in one of the characters, and we were both like, oh, also that's Steve. Wait a minute, that's crazy. So, oh my gosh. Oh, please tell me your other favorite moment. I love to hear what you liked about it and what you didn't. Awesome, and that's funny. Also, was Tech always going to be in the project? No. At that point, TechReal wasn't supposed to know anything. So I guess that's the other thing I can talk about. When I made the project, actually when I made that trailer, he wasn't supposed to know anything about the project. He knew absolutely nothing about it, right? So I was trying to write it like he wouldn't know. And then when it got around to his birthday and I realized, oh, I won't have it finished on time, I made him a little trailer, which is the trailer I posted in February. But I had it ready for him in October because I wanted that to drop on his birthday, right? It was some classroom moment early in the movie, yeah. Something like that. But as it got longer and longer, like I had set deadline after deadline after deadline, and I passed all of them because it just got harder and longer to do because filming was complicated, or like I didn't have a certain set, or I was like the editing was taking longer than I expected, and it just kept getting longer. So the longer it took, the more guilty I got because I was like, dude, I told you you'd have this video for your birthday and I keep pushing it back. So there was a point where for my birthday, TechReal, or my family basically gifted the fact that TechReal and I could meet up for the first time. So we did that, and then while he was there, I was like, what if we put him in the project? What if we just do it? What if we just put him in? So he learned a little bit more after the birthday. I told him that he could he could ask me questions about it and I could answer a few things every once in a while. at first. So he started to learn a little bit more. But there were things that I definitely kept on lockdown. Like I never told him about the Standard Side segment. I never told him about Sunny Straight being in the video. Thomas being in the video was actually spoiled for a reason that just he was helping me through something. But there were very specific things that like he didn't know, and I made sure he didn't know the entire time. Steve trying to figure out what to say to get into the TV. I just thought that'd be funny. I don't understand what's happening right now. Can I get that off the screen? I can't, apparently. Okay, never mind. So, I didn't get water. I guess I have Tampico. Let me just drink some Tampico right now. It's already 45 minutes long. I'm so sorry. This is going to take forever. We're going to be watching the Blue's Clues Project for 3 years. Anyway. Also the whole park moment. No, yep. Okay, so that's the thing. There's a lot of things that are references to our friendship and just also references to Steve in general. That was one of them. I'm glad you caught that. But yeah, no, there were many things that I had let TechReal into by the time that the project was being posted. Like one of the things that I allowed him to see occasionally was I let him watch some of the filming moments that wouldn't spoil anything. So I think this, like something like this right now, could have been something that I let TechReal into watching. Watching me film it. I'm very okay with watching this project for 3 years. I was surprised by the Thomas cameo and it made me so happy. Literally, it made me so happy. Thank you so much, Thomas Andrews, if you do watch this or whatever. I'm very thankful that he took the time to do that because, I just needed Thomas Sanders talking about The Good Place. That's all I needed. Boy. But, yeah, do I have anything else to say about that? I guess not. But yeah, so that's the thing. In the reaction, if, like, when that comes out, you're gonna see TechReal be like, oh, I watched that, because I allowed him to watch some of the parts of the Blue's Clues Project that wouldn't spoil anything. But I did end up spoiling some things so that he could know a little bit. Like, for example, he figured out that Steve's shirt changes. I gave him that little tidbit of information and some other things. So, like, I tried to be nice and give him some stuff so he wasn't just completely in the dark for a year. Because that's
pretty
not
good
fair,
at that, or you do some creating in your time. Would you be willing to help us create a TikTok video today?
This is technically a reference to the Goes Wrong show. That kind of... TechReal and I really love the Goes Wrong show. So, I kind of was like, well, what if everything went wrong? And then it was just kind of the whole video being a reference to the Goes Wrong show to an extent. I'm saying right here and right now, I'm going to watch The Good Place. I really need to. I mean, I think the show is really good by itself. And Kay, if you haven't seen it, I can tell you when I'm going to be talking about that moment. Because there are things I want to say about that moment, but I won't get into it too hard. But yeah, this was technically a reference to the Goes Wrong show. If you haven't seen that, guys, TechReal showed me that and I love it. Also, the barking is amazing. I mean, somehow I'm okay at impressions, and apparently that's one of them. And I'm like, oh, chill.
Roll? I don't improvise like you do. Well, I don't know. Just say they're gonna do great or something. You're gonna do great or something.
Wow, very original, Steve. You're doing great.
I'm so glad you're here. Okay, Blue.
Look at Steve learning his lines. Good boy.
Well, we need to create. How do we do that?
Also, the camera quality changes. Standard Sides reference.
We have to come up with an idea.
That's Standard Sides.
We have to brainstorm and figure out what we're gonna do.
I'm gonna call out
video.
every reference that there is.
Okay. Thinking of an idea for creating a video.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you liked the Blue impression. I'm gonna call out. You're very good at the Blues bark. I remember how blown my mind was when I first heard you do it. Thank you. I appreciate it. something I want to point out about this moment, actually, as a funny little thing. I think the reason I didn't include it is because it didn't fit very well for some reason. And I know I wanted to include it, but for some reason I didn't. But there's outtakes, a deleted scene from this moment where they're like thinking about what to do. What am I trying to say? I had Steve being like, you know that there's a dog on TikTok that sword fights. I don't know if you've seen that dog. There's literally a dog that has a little like wooden sword in his mouth and will like swing it at their owners and they'll like sword fight. It's the cutest thing in the world. But I had that moment. I was like, Steve goes like, oh, my phone buzzed. That's freaked me out. Anyway, oh no, that wasn't my phone. Anyway, okay, so, there's a dog that sword fights. I mean, you're a dog. Well, I don't know much about fighting training or whatever, something like that. And Blue just being like, the fuck? I think it was I didn't have any footage of Blue reacting to that, I think, is what the problem was. But I would have put that in there in a heartbeat. Just wanted you to know that's a deleted scene. That's kind of funny.
We could. Wait, what was your idea first? Oh, it really seemed like you had something there.
Steve's camera shot? That's such a pretty shot of Steve. I don't know. Anyway,
like,
I don't know what I did with the lighting.
TikTokers do, you know.
Look at him dance. Wow.
No, I don't dance really. So
High School Musical? Not intentional, but.
Oh! It looks like Blue has an idea.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Golly,
Are you okay?
It goes wrong too.
I'm sorry. Oh my
And
gosh,
also just
I'm so
because I
sorry.
really wanted to do
Think
it.
about that. I'm so sorry.
I just really wanted to do it. Will I be doing a blooper outtakes of this project? Yes. Problem is it's 2 hours long right now. It's very long. And of course I will be, because there are many funny bloopers that are in this project. But I did a thing where I basically made the bloopers as I was editing so that I didn't have to look through the footage twice. But that caused so much space to be taken up, which caused a lot of issues as well. But it worked out. I'm going to be posting it soon. I can't promise a time. I want to be working on that very soon. I was going to send it to Lucy, but I honestly don't know if it'll send with how big it is. But yeah, I will be working on it. There's also some behind the scenes content. I know we got some behind the scenes content of the time that Jade and Mary were there with me for the shot. There's some behind the scenes there. There's some behind the scenes of me forgetting things and running across campus to go do specific things. And there's also some behind the scenes of like directorial stuff that I did when I was with different people. But then there's also like really funny stuff. There's also moments where I I got really close to spoiling the project, and I have video footage of me right after that happened going like, oh my god, tech rail, I almost spoiled it to you and here's what I did. But I'll be posting that soon. I want to try to put it all together, or maybe I'm trying to figure out if I want to make it 2 videos or 1. But there's a lot of bloopers. So yes, there will be a bloopers coming soon, but I can't give you a when. I'm just going to kind of like let you know once it comes. So I apologize in advance if that takes a while, because it's already a lot.
Great idea, Blue. We can play
heck
the
yeah.
bestest
I mean,
game.
Kay, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Because I literally did basically everything. I literally did everything. I will say, the one thing that in the credits that I realized I left out, AJ helped me find that Steve outfit. AJ was on the phone with me when I was looking for the Steve outfit, and then I showed that picture to AJ, and AJ went, oh my god, you have to use that. And I said, all right, chill.
Bestest.
But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know.
Figure out what kind of video Blue wants to make. This is really exciting.
There is a blooper of that moment where I'm going, and I'm like, that's VeggieTales. That's not Blue's Clues. Anyway, I was a VeggieTales kid. What can I say?
Okay, well now remember, Blue's paw prints are gonna be on the shoes. Blue's shoes. So
It's a very silly joke.
no. Blue's big city adventure.
Nobody.
No. Blue's snooze.
Nobody.
Snooze. Are you
Napping?
napping? No. Clues. Blue's clues. They're gonna be on the clues. So we're gonna go
Not me
over
laughing
here
at my own
and
jokes.
get the next thing that we need.
We love hard boiled.
Amy, this isn't. Hi there, side table drawer. How are you today? Well, you're creating something? What are you creating?
Sanders Sedge reference.
The plant. You're trying out a different
Unintentional, but
design.
Sanders Sedge
Wow,
reference nonetheless.
that's really
Oh
great.
jeez. Oh, I messed it up. Oh
Golly,
god, I'm
you're
so
really
sorry.
talented. Can I have the notebook?
The amount of times the word clue is mistaken for shoe on the show is a lot. Haha. Why did you film? Oh wait. I want to ask. That face. Okay, who did you film first, Blue or Steve, or did you kind of go back and forth depending on the day? I honestly should post like a picture of the chronological of when I did everything, because it started with Steve. And so like a lot of the moments that you see that are with people, so like Mary and Professor Peter and not Techrail. Techrail came later. But like a lot of those Morgan, a lot of those moments came first. That happened first, and then from there it was kind of, I mean, Steve and Blue for sure I went back and forth for a long time. I tried, because Blue's makeup was really hard to put on because it was like a crayon thing. It was like face paint, but it looked like a crayon. Or crown, or however you say that word. But I had to keep putting it on. So every time I did Blue, I tried to do it in bulk because like I really had to make sure that like I didn't have to do it again. But I'd say it was a little bit back and forth the entire time. I don't think there was a moment where I really just did Blue and finished Blue. Steve and Blue pretty much finished around the same time. I can tell you when Blue's last scene is, and then I can also tell you when Steve's last scene was, because everything was out of order. I will say that the Sanderside scene was the one I focused on first, because I knew that that was going to be harder to film, and I could do that and get it out of the way. So that was, I focused on that pretty hard. But then again, yeah, because in November I really didn't do much with the Blue's Clues project, I don't think. That November. I did a lot of the Sanderside's filming, because November was hard. That was just hard mental health-wise, with school and stuff. And then once December hit, I was doing a lot of the Sanderside scenes. Because I think I was still deciding on where to put the hub, or the base of the Blue's Clues project, like where the thinking chair was and where that home base was. I didn't really know. So once I decided on my parents' place, that was a thing. So yeah, it was, I can post that chronological order. I have to finish it because I stopped midway through, because, you know, the rest of it hadn't been done yet. And so now that it's done, I could probably finish it up. But let's see. But yeah, I really went back and forth. I mean, honestly, the amount of times the word clue, okay. So much so they made a meta joke about it in a later episode, yup. So honestly, that was a Blue's Clues reference, I'm gonna call it. And this is one of Techrail's favorite scenes. When I tell you this boy laughed for 5 or 10 minutes about this very specific scene, he was cracking up and it was the funniest thing in the world. This was one of the very first initial thoughts I had about the Blue's Clues project. I definitely wanted it to just appear. And then Blue be like, what happened?
Thank you.
I thought of that way in advance.
That
was an
wow.
original
You
Blue's
really
Clues
helped
thought.
me out there.
You really helped me out there.
There it is. The handy dandy notebook. Well, I'm not
much of a singer.
much of a singer, but
You loved it. Techrail loved it.
So, to play Blues
Why was
Clues,
this
we
the
gotta
hardest shot
find,
to light? That shot was so hard to light. Anyway,
Yeah, a paw print, because that's our first clue.
I'll have to
And we
post
put
it.
it in our notebook.
Yeah.
Blues Clues.
This is the first canonical Steve and Amy moment where they are both on screen together. I'm really excited that this is where that started. Look how cool that looks. Anyway, I'm freaking out. All right, it's fine. You can kind of see the line, but whatever. I love it. We love Steve just. Blues Clues.
Blues Clues. There you go.
This was also another original idea I had. I really wanted to keep the songs in the episode. Gosh, the lighting. It's fine. Please notice how terribly that was edited.
Okay, well, that we wanna do.
Fun fact, that stool is not next to Steve. That stool is in Blue's shot. So that stool technically is not there.
I can.
Yeah, that stool is not there. I'm honestly honored that the first Amy and Steve shot ever is a project for me. I love it. I love this seeing Steve and Amy together is amazing. And I love listening to you saying, oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm very, very excited and happy that this is how that turned out. Yeah, and also that stool isn't there. And there are people in my life, Jesse specifically, who freak out about the fact that the stool's not actually there.
I already tell that I'm gonna need a lot of your help finding Blue's Clues today and trying to figure out what Blue wants to make for a video.
Fun fact, this was filmed at
Will
3
you
a.m. The reason it was filmed at 3 a.m. is because a double shot is very, very hard to do because you have to leave that camera frozen still. And if it moves at all, boy, you're in for a ride. You sucked. You suck. This death. That's how you die. So, boy howdy, I really had to make sure that that camera didn't move, so I had to film all the shots of Steve and Blue together in one sitting. So this was some of the last stuff I did. So I was like, I'm gonna take like an entire day and do this, and it went really late. So this is Steve at 3 a.m. especially in the pink shirt. Late Steve. Late Steve. Late for Steve. Late for Amy. Amy wanted to go to bed.
I'm assuming by Amy's lack of presence, that's a yes. So
I could almost recite this whole project.
I don't know where to go from here.
Steve, come on over.
Mary.
Did you hear that?
Oh, I hate this delivery.
What? I have no clue who that was.
I forgot about the line, so I was trying to remember it in the moment.
No clue who that was.
I have no clue how a double shot would even be done. I'm impressed. Honestly, if you're curious, so basically you take both videos and you put them over each other and you basically cut the video in half or in whatever cut formation you want to do. And then you blend them. There's a way to make that mask kind of blend. So like, I guess you can't see it here. It's really quiet here, but like the cut here, because the stool isn't there, right? So it's like up like this. It comes, I don't know if y'all can see my cursor. Can you see my cursor? Can you see my cursor? I don't know if you can see my cursor. I'm wondering, hold on. No, you can't see my cursor. Okay. So it kind of just comes up and around the stool like that, like in a pentagon, or no, not a pentagon. What do you call that? Trapezoid, I think. My shapes. I forgot my shapes. Oh no. I think it's a trapezoid. But yeah, it just kind of, I cut it there and then I blended the shots together so they look like they're the same shot. And because the camera's in the exact same space, it just blends like perfectly because the camera didn't move. So that's why it looks like that, because the camera didn't move between those two shots. So fancy. But that's how you do it.
Go.
Or you could just say that Steve is real and we were in the same room.
Oh, you're just in time for the cosplay bash.
Fun fact. Okay, there's a really funny blooper about this scene, and I'm gonna spoil it for you because I love it very much. There is another stuffed animal in this shot, and it's in the background, and it's hard to see, but the bear is up there, right? The bear in the background is up there, and he's completely ignored the entire time. I didn't realize it until halfway through filming, and Mary and I both looked at it and we're like, oh no, oh well, they're just gonna stay there. And so there's a really good blooper of Mary looking at that bear and going, banished! And just banishing the bear to the other side of the room. And so this bear is being put in timeout. He wasn't allowed to participate. Oh my gosh. Or Steve is real and he and Amy were in the same room. Yep. Okay. Yep. But, okay, another fun fact, because I think it's important to mention, all of the characters that are in cosplay here are cosplays from shows that TechReal and I have watched or that TechReal enjoys. So one of them, Mr. Chubbs, is obviously dressed as Red Guy from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. He has a Good Mythical Morning jacket on, because we both love Rhett and Link quite a bit. Lucy, I actually should have put Lucy as the props, because Lucy bought those cups for me. And then, of course, Scruffy is dressed as, Goobs, TechReal's character Goobs. Then, Ducky is dressed as Peter, his other character. And then, Bo is dressed as Fred from Scooby-Doo. And then, Brownie is dressed as Elle from Death Note. All of those things were very important, I felt like, to do, because I think cosplay is a really important thing of, yeah. I love the term cosplay bash. Don't know why it's such a good combo of words. I got you. We love it. Look at this.
Look at this. It's
all our friends.
It's all of our friends. We have Brownie, Bo, Ducky, Scruffy, Mr. Chubbs,
and the weirdo in the back. And then there's Mary.
Do you know who that is? I don't think I've met them before.
Steve, it's
So
totally
funny.
chill. I'm a friend of Amy's.
An Astiff movie reference. Hi, Donovan!
Oh. Well, hi, Mary.
The O is an Astiff movie reference. There's a moment in the ASDF movies made by Tomska, who is on YouTube. If you haven't seen those, please go check them out. They're so funny. But there's a clip in the Astiff movies that says, or literally it's nothing. It's just like two guys sitting right next to each other, and one of them like just basically like takes his skin off, and then there's another guy. It's just like, and so the other guy that's next to him just goes, oh. It's my favorite reference of all time. It's just me going, oh, and everything. So Steve going, oh. That was a very animated oh, but anyway. I'm going to be honest, I didn't notice any of the continuity errors, nor did I notice the stuff Bear banished in the background. Listen, I would love to let you in on all the continuity errors, because there's so fucking many. There's so many. But anyway, I'd love to keep you posted on all that. That's great. I'd love to keep you posted, but you'll know.
What's a cosplay?
A cosplay is a
What's a
costume
cosplay?
based around something that you enjoy.
Oh,
Can you guess what I am?
we love the Astiff movies.
Wait. I'm getting something. I think I got, nothing. I got nothing. What, do you know what Mary's dressed as? Cosplay wise?
Cosplays.
Whatever a cosplay is.
Whatever a cosplay is.
Rainbow puppy.
TechReal helped me with that editing. I was like, TechReal, is there a moment in Blue's Clues where they say rainbow puppy? And he was, as like the kids say rainbow puppy, and he was like, yeah, I got you.
Right.
So TechReal actually found that out a little early.
You
But
look great, Mary.
Thanks, Steve. I thought mine was pretty neat. Everybody else looks amazing!
Yeah, I mean, they really do. Amy put a lot of work into these cosplays. So
Steve!
you all look fantastic. The costumes. Look, you did such a good job.
Hey, Steve, Scruffy wants to know if you're gonna dress up as anyone for the party.
TechReal loves Weird Al.
But he looks at me,
TechReal loves Weird Al.
and I look
We
at
gotta add
him.
that. We had to add it.
You know, buddy, I haven't thought about that yet.
I think it's a very
I've
Steve
never
thing
made
to
a
do,
costume
just
before.
buddy.
Ooh, Steve, you should dress up as Steve from Blue's Clues. I have a shirt that kind of works. We could match.
I did. I just
What?
stole them from Blue's Clues.
The
Yeah, they just
irony.
stole them from Blue's Clues.
My name's Steve.
I remember helping with the finding a few different sounds for the project. Oh yeah.
So, this would work just amazing. Do you think I could be Steve? Or, no, Steve, I could play Steve from Blue's
Steve
Clues.
Lore. Steve Lore. Moment. I really want to add more outfits that Steve can have that are different colors. Purple is the one I want to go for next, but I wanted to have different outfit choices, and I think this is a good first start to that.
Steve, but you get it. Do
He
you think I
deserves to
could
have
do
more
that?
than just pink, I think.
Great! Wow! It's almost like we planned this.
It's almost like
okay,
we
so
planned this.
I'm gonna go do that. Yeah.
I like
So
that line.
okay. Yeah.
Mary just
Here we go.
casually
Yeah,
flirting.
I'm gonna go. There we go.
Just like. Fun fact: TechReal was on the phone when I filmed this, and I didn't let him see the outfit. This was a moment where like I didn't let him see it, but I let him hear it. So all I let him hear was like, "What do you think? Hey!" And then the "a glue!" And TechReal freaked out. I want to have purple for Steve. Yep. But anyway.
You're a good-looking guy, man. I'll tell you what.
Fun fact, that audio is a Mr. Epic Man reference. Does TechReal like Mr. Epic Man? Not particularly, but I do, and I wanted to add that in the project. So there. Mr. Epic Man, I'm sure I've said it before, are the dudes who made How Animals Eat Their Food. I love them. I love them. They're gonna be, I would love to reference them everywhere. So anyway,
Gee,
that's what that audio was.
thanks.
That was them.
Hey guys, a clue!
Yes, TechReal, that was this scene. Yeah. That was this scene. I love that you didn't know that. Oh yeah. No, that was that scene. That was a clue! Because he was like, well, gee, thanks. Hey guys, a clue! So everything that was single shots, TechReal, everything that was a single shot was that day. Everything that's a single shot of Steve was that day that you're thinking of in this bit. So anyway.
Nope, I don't see any clues.
But if Mary's in the shot, it was a
How do
different
I
day.
look?
You look so good and dapper too.
Mary just being like, camera, buddy. And he's like, oh, right,
Thank
yes.
you,
Thank you,
Mary.
Mary.
Yeah,
So, TechReal, that's why I told you to mute. Or I said I
you
needed to mute for a
see
bit because I was filming what the clue was. So I was like, I can't. Because TechReal was on the phone with me, but I told him to like mute for a while so that he didn't hear this part. Because he was going to join me as I drove home that night because it was getting late and I had to drive home still.
Do you see a clue?
Mary's so
Where's
funny.
the clue?
Mary just...
I don't.
Right there.
This is It's up there. You're right. You found a clue. Let's go take a look.
But yeah, everything like this was a shot that I
There's a
told
clue on
you
this picture frame that
to
says
mute. You were on the phone, but you were
friend.
muted.
on it. Is that me?
Honestly, Mary and everyone
anyway,
who was in it did such a good job. They genuinely did.
You know what that means? We need our handy dandy
Notebook.
notebook.
Right.
Right. Here we go. We're gonna get this out of here. There we go. Very delicate, like
I roll.
nice. And then we'll flip
Hey,
the
I do
page.
that. Yes, this picture. Okay, so that picture is TechReal's drawing. I didn't actually show the full picture, but that picture, TechReal gave me that for my previous birthday. I think it was the one before the birthday that he should have received the project. So, yeah, I wanted to include that in the project so he could be like, look, that's my drawing.
Okay, so how do I do this?
Fun
No, it's not
fact, double fun fact. This was filmed at my house and not in the dorm room. And I'm really excited with how that turned out because it looks like the bed in the dorm room. And it's not. It's in my house at home. It's in the room where the Sanderside stuff was filmed. All I did was put the sheet, I put the quilt onto my real bed and then just filmed right over it. I kind of like had it arranged in a weird way on the chair and then just wrote it over, like around it. So the camera's like right here. I was just signing it that way. But yeah, that was filmed
your frame.
not here.
It's the
Or
word
not where it should have been.
friend.
Because I forgot about it. Or
So
I just
we're
didn't want to do it. And I was really uncomfortable. Because I was really uncomfortable drawing the clues.
And then
I was like, I'm not
underline
an
it
artist.
There.
I'm going to mess that
A
up.
friend. Now, what kind of video?
Yeah, you can see right now that the time was like 9 something. It was almost 10 o'clock at night. That was 10 o'clock at night, and I still had to drive home that day, which the ride is about like 3 or 4 hours. So, yeah, anyway.
Would Blue want to make with a friend? Or for a friend?
I think this is the
Or
last time
with
that I
the
could
word
be there
friend.
for a while.
I'm not sure, but we still have 2 more clues to find before we need to figure that out. So we better get moving.
Yeah, I kept being like, okay, I need to film here. I think this was because that was the only shot that I believed would be in the dorm at the time. So I tried to use that and then finish the rest up at home. I think that's where that first part of the Blues Clues project was filmed, I think. Dude, you drew every clue so good. Well, thank you. I got so scared. I'm glad it turned out well.
So, yep, that's, we better get going. So, bye Scruffy, bye Brownie, bye
Bo.
Bo, bye Ducky, bye Mr. Chubbs, and bye Mary.
Bye, Steve. Enjoy your costume.
Buddy.
Let's go. You know,
This is one of my
I could
favorite
have
scenes.
sworn that was Amy's dorm.
But that doesn't
doesn't make sense because, you know, I'm gonna stop questioning things, I think, because that's too much information. Do you know which way Blue went?
That audio sounds worse than it was.
Yep. No,
I literally just basically jumped and then fell on the floor. Like I just kind of went, oh, boo. And it sounds like I straight up like tumbled into a fucking wall or something. Like it sounds like I just destroyed myself. Also, this day with Steve was a really bad ADHD day. I had such trouble with executive dysfunction that day. Oh my god.
Are you sure? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
And procrastination. Boy, howdy, that was a hard day. But anyway.
Did you see which way Blue went?
Did you see which blade Blue went? Did you make the blue paw print for the clues or did someone else make
That
it?
way.
I drew them.
Oh, well,
I just traced
would
over
never
them.
have guessed.
I basically put them on I put my computer, I kind of like, because I have a laptop, I put my computer down and I just traced over a clue in, I traced over a clue that was just on Google Images or something, and then I colored it in with like a blue colored pencil and then a blue marker outlining it to make it look all nice. Fun fact about the transitional music, it's a track I've used in many Blues Clues videos I've made in my channel. Yo! Yeah, TechReal let me use that, and I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. No wonder you use it, because it's really good.
Oh, Colleen.
Yay! The montage. Steve. Thank you. I don't really have much to say about the montage. I love this moment. I love everything about this moment. I love everything about this moment. It's so stupid. So dumb.
Blue?
I love the music like everywhere. It's so funny. yes, this is the playground where Steve met the playground, and also where, I mean, Tech Reel was the one that filmed that and was there with me that day. So I was like, Steve needs a slide redemption. So I went over to that playground and did it again. I love seeing Steve in all these different locations, and this moment cracked me up. Yay! Good. We needed a Steve redemption down the slide because there was ice on the slide when we did it with Tech Reel, because it was filmed in February. So there was ice on the slide, and that's why it went so slow. But this was obviously a summer day where it didn't matter. And yeah. Also, fun fact, this is also where the second clue was written, this part. And there was a kid who came up to me at that park that was just like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm filming something. And he was like, are you putting it on YouTube? And I said, yeah. And he's like, that's so cool. And it was just like really supportive and sweet. And like biked away, and he was just like, good luck on your video. And I was like, well, sweetie. This was filmed probably 3 weeks ago. 3 or 4 weeks ago. Maybe. I don't know. Not long.
Amy.
I'd like to point out
Blue.
continuity error about this moment that I absolutely love, that I also really, really hate. Notice the trees in the background, and just keep noticing them. The trees in the background.
I
is
don't
all you
know
need
where
to
they
pay
went.
attention to.
Oh my God, Steve!
Oh my God. What happened to them? They died. Oh no. It's so bad. It pisses me off so much. But of course, like, it's not a huge detail, so maybe people wouldn't know, but, you know, I know.
See you out here? What you
But
doing,
Tech
man?
Reel is in the video. You love
Tech
it.
Reel? You're here?
Steve's
Oh,
glitches
shit,
here.
I am.
I love them. I
well,
love them.
What
Mm.
did,
Good shit. Anyway.
what are you doing?
I showed up and nature said no.
I was bored of waiting, heard about the whole project thing.
Bad
Wanted to
Amy.
see what Amy was up to.
Bad Amy. She's
But
have life.
isn't this a surprise for you?
Obviously, so basically, Tech Reel's scenes were filmed in February. Amy's shots were filmed in March. Oh, yeah, that was my birthday. And then the extra Steve shots there were filmed like in May. So that's why there's leaves on the trees. This is the continuity error I did notice. I was kind of like, technically... Oh, Tech's here and it's suddenly fall now. Yep. Technically it's spring, but I want... Or winter, but I won't... I can't defend that at all. I can't defend that at all. It's so bad.
Amy!
Oh, now it's fall. Yeah.
Tech Reel?
Amy!
How did you... You're not in Blues. What are you doing here?
Also, Tech Reel helped me write this scene.
I'm looking for you. Well, no, Steve, that makes sense. I know you're looking for Blue. I don't... she's probably around here somewhere. But
you.
What are you doing here? Well, you know, you were talking about this whole video project, and you were being really secretive about it, and
Everywhere I go,
I just
fall
wanted to
follows.
know. So you came to Arkansas from New York? Well, yeah, but I didn't know you were still filming. I thought you were supposed to be dressed as... Okay. Okay, well, you stay over there, but I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you. I do. Hi. Okay, well, anyway, Steve, you guys, do you want to help me with something? Sure.
Tech Reel's like, I got that.
Well, I put some notes together, and they sound like something I know, but I can't really place what it is. Whoa.
Whoa.
So did you figure that song out yourself? Music can be creative because the art is the combination of the notes and the
Tech
rests
Reel
and
not knowing where the
beats and
camera is the best thing.
things. That's so cool.
Fussed so hard over the positions.
you
of
willing
my
to help
hands
us
keep
figure
my
out what
continuity
song
because
this
I kept
is?
putting them in my pockets. Yep. No, I don't
Great.
blame you.
Fantastic. Here, I'll point the trumpet away from you so it's not as loud. Yeah, that'd be appreciated. Thank you.
It was so cold the day we were filming.
Ooh, okay, so it's one long note and two short notes. Do the notes go up or down?
Poor Tech. You actually play the trumpet.
Down.
I do.
Right.
I play the trumpet and I play the French horn
so-
and I also play the mellophone. I play all the high
yeah,
brass
I don't
pretty
know
much.
what it is. Do you know what it is? It's the Hot Pockets jingle. Is the Hot Pockets jingle?
Take real. Why? There was no one saying anything, and the poor pop boy was confused out of his mind.
Well, I was getting close.
See? That's his favorite song. Now go over there and think about what you've done.
I'll deal with you in a minute.
But Amy, I think. Oh, stupid fucking pop.
Amy is laughing. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. I am laughing. That was the funniest shit to hear Tekro walk away and go, stupid Hot Pockets with the project. That was the funniest shit. And that's the closest I could get, y'all. That was the closest I could get to not smiling, because that was funny as shit. It's still funny as shit.
Thanks. I thought that sounded familiar somehow.
Thank.
Okay. So,
We framed
Amy,
that
do
so
you,
well,
know where
unintentionally.
Blue went? Oh yeah, she dug a hole in the ground, popped up over there, spun around in some
You were
circles,
so
and
amused by
then
my
went off
teacher.
that
It was
way.
so funny.
Great, cool.
It's so good.
So, hey, thanks for your help, Tech Real. Welcome.
Tekro nailed that shit.
Well, that went. See you later, Steve. Bye.
What he said, because I couldn't tell. Oh, he literally goes, stupid fucking hot projects, hot pockets, stupid fucking hot oh my god. Stupid fucking hot pockets and the stupid project. That's what he says. Like, stupid fucking hot pockets and stupid project. And just muttering as he walks away. But he says, like, stupid fucking hot pockets. Yeah. Because that's Steve's favorite song, quote unquote. Steve doesn't have favorites, but, like, that's his favorite song. So we wanted to add that because I think Tekro was the one, or one of the people who helped me decide that. But basically it's just the fact that, like, it's a very basic tune and melody. So, like, he really perks up when he hears it because it's interesting. But it's not overstimulating. It's interesting, but it's not overstimulating. Bye. This
Amy?
took forever. Guys, this scene took forever. Oh my god, this took ages.
Hello?
This one little bit.
So, no one told you life was gonna be this way?
This is Lucy, by the way. If I ever talk about Lucy, that's my friend Lucy. I love Lucy. We love Lucy.
Amy!
So, that scene took at least 40 takes. At least. Because I was laughing so much seeing Lucy just go, ah, and start screaming in my face. That, and also, like, the fact that, Lucy just looks at me and goes, so, no one told you life was gonna be this way? Like, it's so funny. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Guys, there's so many bloopers of that one. Oh my god, I could not do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And the audio issues, something about those audio issues in this one, I'm sorry, but we wanted to have Jesse in the project. Leave that reference in front of me when I didn't expect him to, I'd react the same way.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was gonna go find Blue.
Wait, how did you get back to the future? You gotta get back to the past.
So that's technically a reference. As Steve is walking forward, Jesse goes, you gotta go back to the future. How did you get back to the future? That's what she says. So how did you get back to the future? Because Tekro loves Back to the Future. So we added that, but obviously the audio is stupid and it ruined that take. But like I couldn't refilm it. So we just had to use it. But also, fun fact, this take was only necessary because the October Amy, who was filming with Peter, ran into the shot. Why is Steve running? Why are you running? Why are you running? We don't know. We don't know why he's running. And it frustrated me because he needed a reason to run. So Jesse was like, go, get the fuck back over to the past. So yeah, no, he says, Jesse goes, how did you get back to the future? You got to get back to the past with the Blues Clues project. And Steve goes, future?
Yeah, no, you gotta go that way.
Well,
Why are you going this
Amy
way?
was just over here.
No, Steve, can you just run? Tech has been waiting for like a year for this. Can you go? See, I'm lecturing him and I'm an hour late for my theater class.
I love Jesse. But yeah, that's a reference to Back to the Future. Oh my gosh. Guys, I was so uncomfortable doing this in front of my teacher.
I mean,
I was so
Amy?
uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was a foot in your face.
Where'd they go? You know where they went? No.
Also, I'm breathing heavy. Why did past Amy think that was smart?
There's someone over
Why
there
did
taking
past
a
Amy think
picture.
that was smart?
Taking
I'm
a
so
picture
mad at this scene.
themselves?
24/7.
I don't know.
Peter did fantastic though. Peter nailed it. But I'm over here like,
You know, I didn't think about how photography could be an art form too.
that's actually at her school. Fun
You know,
fact.
it's like movies, but instead of movies, it's like a movie.
But that's a school.
You know, like a movie.
But yeah.
Anyway, wait a minute. That looks like Amy's teacher, Peter. Hey, Peter.
Oh, hey, Steve, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm great. I'm just photographing this wall over here.
Oh, for what?
Well, wall art is actually a really high society thing. You might not know about it.
Yeah.
He added that. This was all
Have you
improv.
seen Blue?
This was all improv.
I haven't seen them anywhere.
So this is the last Blue shot. Fun fact. This was the last shot I ever filmed of Blue. And I was really excited about it. Also, that is a napkin in my hand, not the clue. Because this was a little bit farther away from home, and I wasn't going to drive all the way home to do that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to grab a napkin from my car. Continuity error. But, I don't know what Back to the Future movie is the best. I honestly think the first one is, like, just classic enough. I think it's just really good. I don't know, man. But, yeah, I think this was the last shot of Blue that I filmed. I'm pretty sure. Also, fun fact, that is Lucy screaming in the background. Lucy and me. That's Morgan. Morgan slapped me in the face for a video. And Peter just took a picture of it.
Clue.
I don't know
That
if y'all
one
saw
was
that.
shout
Peter was
because
taking a
Amy
picture,
was-
and it was really funny.
Yeah, okay. So, we found another clue.
He's
This
still
is the
taking a
second one.
picture of the wall.
So we,
I hate it. I want to go back and refilm it.
we
so
gotta get
bad.
our
But I
handy
can't.
dandy,
That was at my
notebook.
college, so like
Right.
I had to really,
so,
I really couldn't go back. So I wish I could
Alright,
refilm
so
that,
we're
but
gonna
well.
draw the face.
This was filmed in the park.
And there we
Obviously
go.
the audio
We're gonna
wasn't,
finish
but-
the back of the head.
Amy said
And
eyes
Amy
are for
said
nerds.
eyes are for nerds, so I'm not gonna draw those.
Boy.
And the arrow is pointing to the lines that signify the shout. Okay, there. Shout.
I wondered who slapped you in the
alright,
face
so
with the
that
clue.
was,
That was Morgan.
clue number 3. 2, 4.
Hope.
I don't know.
Help
So, yeah. Thanks for your help,
Aw,
Peter.
thank you so
We're-
much,
We're gonna head back to the dorm because I think
Dorm.
I see
Head back
Amy
to the dorm.
jumping,
This was during a time where I
telling us
thought
to
I
come
could
back
film it
because
in the
they
time
wanna
frame.
make the video. So, yeah, thanks for your help.
No
Fun
problem.
fact.
Yeah.
Sure, it's no problem, Steve.
What are we gonna do with them?
Ew.
Anyway.
I thought he was gonna say something, but he didn't.
We're back? Well, that wasn't as far as I remember it being. Yeah. Is it mail time? Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail.
Run.
Mail!
We love Steve doing the blue thing, or the mail time.
Blue? Blue? Oh man, I
Another
lost
audio
it.
issue moment, but like,
Well,
I really,
found that the
AJ
best
kept having
thing to do
complications with
is to just
being
stand
able to
here
refilm
and
it, so I never
wait
got the chance to
for
let
Blue
him
to
do
find
that.
me. So I'm gonna do that.
So the audio issues were a little bit of a nightmare, but that's okay.
Mailman, and I seem to have a letter with my name on it and this address.
We love AJ.
Huh?
Huh?
What's your name?
Steve?
Steve.
Well, golly, hold on a minute. Are you telling me that my mail is yours?
Well, I didn't, what's your name?
I'm Steve, Amy's assistant. And this seems to be my letter.
No, I'm Steve, and
He looks right
I
at
don't know what
Blue.
else to tell you.
He looks right at me.
What's Amy's favorite color?
Bruh.
Well, it's
Anyway,
orange
it's fine.
and blue.
Steve is just oblivious.
Have you ever hugged Amy? You never seem to be in the same room, so it only makes sense that I'm the real Steve.
I love it.
Yes.
Dang it.
Dang it.
I mean, how many fingers am I holding up?
I'm so sorry. I don't know.
Amy's acknowledging how long the video is.
The answer, which means I'm the real Steve.
Oh,
I
don't
watched
know
the
what's
male
going
scene. I
on.
couldn't help
You
but singing.
seem
We
pretty
just got a letter.
convinced, so I'm
Oh,
just gonna
great!
go ahead
Please.
and-
That's fantastic.
Hi, Amy.
Oh, sorry. What's up, Amy?
What a right pickle we've got ourselves into. Do you know which one is the real Steve?
Well, of course, I'm the real Steve.
Oh yes, those sound so
I
cool
think
to
you're
have,
right.
honestly.
I think that one's the right.
Yeah, we need the
Steve,
AJ
just
says
wearing
that
the
after
green
Steve was
shirt.
literally
That and the other one looks
just
a
in the
little
same
bit
room
like
as
my
Amy.
friend AJ.
Yep.
I would have gotten away with it too. Weren't for you meddling kids.
Bye.
Honestly, that's kind of
I'll
an
be back.
irony moment that I love. Tech.
Okay,
I hadn't
but
noticed
when
that,
AJ
but
comes
that's
back, I'll get some
honestly
cosmic brownies.
lovely and wonderful.
Dang it.
Also, if you don't know, I'm dressed as Periwinkle here.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bye. 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 Oh.
Well, let's see what's inside.
Hi, it's Koro Sensei.
Oh yes. That
Live
was
for you.
honestly, Kay, that was actually the only reason that I included that scene. Because I wanted somebody to say, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. That's literally the only reason I wanted that entire scene in there. So, I love AJ. I'm very glad they did that. Also, this scene with Koro Sensei, I don't know if y'all have seen Assassination Classroom. That is the show where this character Koro Sensei is from, if you haven't seen that. That was a show that TechReal and I watched together. And I found that voice actor had one cameo left. One left. And I was like, you know what? And it was kind of pricey, but it wasn't too bad for such a big voice actor. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it. So I did. And he nailed it, of course. He took his direction very well. And here we go.
City. I'm at New York Comic Con.
I love that you stim.
Oh,
That's fantastic.
Oh, is that Steve? Hey, Steve, how you doing, man? It's good to see you.
Hi.
Listen, I just wanted to see if Tech was. Who's Tech?
He's
Tech?
listening.
so
over there.
good.
Hey, Tech.
Happy birthday.
Well, that was 4 or 5
Anyway,
months ago.
I just want. My God, what is that?
Koro Sensei? Koro Sensei, are you okay?
Steve. It's all good. Just keep to the script, buddy.
But
But
he's in trouble.
he's in trouble.
Steve, Koro Sensei has been in worse trouble before, I promise.
Also, you can see the crayons that I used for Blue's outfit on the floor there, or the blue spots. Yeah, I love Assassination Classroom. I couldn't believe you got him. Yeah, no, literally he had one left. He had one left when I looked it up, and I was like, I have to do it. You know what's really funny? Until you said that, I 1000% forgot we ever watched that together. Well, TechReal, why would I have put it in the project if I didn't know what it was? That's hilarious. Yeah, but anyway.
Dude, I think I'm stuck.
Obviously, I'm very stuck
Oh,
because
hey, Blue,
the
wait,
armhole is where my leg is. My leg is through the armhole.
Did you see which way Blue went? Maybe I don't
This
know.
was so cool. I had this idea and I was like, oh my gosh, I
see
can have
Blue?
Blue in the screen and then Steve be in front of it. That's
After
crazy.
you? Are they over
That's
here?
a crazy idea.
Well, did you see them in there? You did? Wow, that's fantastic. So we gotta do this. We gotta jump into the thing. So it's scoodle. What do you call that? Scoodle.
We never
Scootaloo-
watched
Scoot.
Back to the Future together. Oh, well,
Skittle?
you know.
No. I don't know. Doing great, Steve. Thank you. Here, hold it.
Fun fact, the
And-
dog that's
and,
on the thinking chair, that dog's name is
Don't
Happy.
follow us. We got to. Okay. Here we go, I guess.
I love how you just,
Blue
yeah,
can't
I
go.
love how you're just
Yes,
appearing.
Blue needs a bath.
And Tech Real's still moving in the shot. That's
Did you
awesome.
do it? I thought this room would be more colorful, and it looks the same to me.
Why did I include these sounds?
I think I hear
don't
noises
know.
upstairs.
Shut up.
I guess we're going to the stairs. Come on.
Unisanis. Where's the, wait, is there another Unisanis reference that I missed? That I added that I didn't know? What was it? Oh my god, there's also a reference that's coming up that I've been trying to figure out all day, and I cannot figure it out. In fact, my cameos in the project, my bug-based Spider-Man shirt and pink socks, plus the fact that I show up in 3 different scenes. Oh, the pink snip. Oh, that's right. Okay, so fun fact about the cameos. His bug-based shirt and pink socks, plus the fact that he shows up in 3 different scenes, equal to him essentially playing the role of the pink snail that shows up 3 times in every Blue's Clues episode, which I think is amazing. I think that's fan-fucking-tastic. It's the best thing ever. I love it. This Unisanis reference, what are you talking about? Maybe not, but it reminded me of it. Oh, the sound? I'll take that. I know there is an Unisanis reference coming up, but I'm okay. Any kind of Unisanis reference makes me happy, so.
Well.
Very good. Fun fact, this was filmed at Christmas. Obviously, you can see the Christmas tree in the background, and also the tinsel on the rail, and the poinsettia door handle thing that Mom has. This was filmed at Christmas time. Anyway.
The way. Yep.
Virgil. This was another scene that I had very vivid in my head. Virgil and Steve together was a scene I had very vividly in my head. I think it was for me, but also it was very, the Skriddle. Steve with the Skriddle. Jesse actually pointed out that connection. It was legit happy accident. I freaking love that. No, Jesse's a vibe. Jesse nailed that.
You, Virgil.
Wait. Virgil. I had this idea in my head for a long time because I don't know what got me into it, but the idea that like Virgil was asking Steve about being an artificial intelligence that way was so important to me. And I think honestly, I wasn't sitting there being like, oh, well, TechReal would ask this, but I think the fact that Virgil is easing his own anxiety about it was something that I felt like TechReal and I would both enjoy. So, oh yeah, no, how would I even do a video like this without putting at least one of the sides in there? I had to put them all in there. You know it.
Tell me you're just Amy
Does it have all the
playing
costumes?
parts. I thought you had other actors. No, Amy, or Blue, was gonna jump into a real Sanders Sides episode, but they accidentally jumped into one of their own videos instead of Thomas's.
Did I mishear it? No.
And because of time, they just left it here. And I mean, you know, it's the half price version.
Okay, so fun fact about that. Number 1, the half price version was improvised because I could not for the life of me remember that line. I wasn't memorizing it very well for some reason in the moment. But when I said it was the half price version, I was like, oh, I'm going to use that. And then here we are, having used that. So apparently I'm the half price version of Sanders. But anyway. Also, fun fact, if you look in the window behind me, there's the staircase and then there's black. That's because the computer that I was using for the script was right in the shot the entire time. And so I had to edit a black kind of fog around it. And now that I've said that, you can kind of see it on the edge of the window. I love how I'm spoiling that for everyone, but you know, I'm pretty proud of how it turned out because if you don't know what you're looking at, you'd never see it. But like, I'm well aware that that was a black spot that I had to fade into the shot to distract from the computer being in the background because it was right there. And the thing is, I almost left it, but there were a few shots where my background that has Virgil on it, on my computer, I have a Virgil background on my computer. I was like, why the fuck would Virgil be staring at himself? no. So I had to block it out because I was like, no, that's not gonna work. My guy, that's a little too weird for Virgil. So, but this also, fun fact, this scene was filmed 3 times. Or Virgil's shots were filmed 3 times. I filmed them once in the dorm. I had to refilm Virgil because the angle that I had in the dorm was it was a little too weird, so I reframed that. I filmed it again, and then I had to bring the Sanderside scene home, so I filmed it here. 3 times. I filmed Virgil 3 times. But it looks like Virgil is causing a shadow in the window. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's not too bad. I'm honestly pretty proud of how it turned out, but it still looks super natural. Listen, I really did my best to make that shit look natural. But, yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Anyway.
Where's everybody else?
Holy motherfucking shirt balls. Also, I think this Steve and Virgil was filmed at the same time. There might have been some Virgil that I filmed later, I think. But I think Steve and Virgil were filmed on the same day here. Because I wanted to get it done. Because I didn't want this to be done in the daytime because there were people in the house. And I had to keep all the audios pretty quiet.
Oh my god.
We love Virgil. Oh my gosh.
Well, you coming?
Polar Express reference.
Nope, I am not an artist and I don't need the shade anyway.
Virgil being bitter.
Shade? I'm confused. Oh god, sorry, that won't make sense to you. It's sort of like, I don't know, just, why don't you ask Amy about it later? Amy would probably tell you better than I would. Well, alright. Hey, Steve? Yes? You're an AI, right? At your service. Do you, this is a stupid question. There are no stupid questions, Virgil. Well, now that we know that you're not a person, do you, plan to take over the world or anything?
Oh yeah, I filmed them all in one
Virgil,
go.
I can barely handle finding Blue's Clues. World domination of any variety wouldn't go well for me. Fair.
Oh, how I wish there was someone to come read with us.
Yes, so all the sides were filmed separately. Patton and Logan were actually filmed twice also because Logan's issue was his hair was a mess. And Patton's issue, there was either an audio issue or something. Maybe I just didn't like it. I can't remember. I think I was trying to avoid continuity error with Patton because I had to move that might have been what it was. I was trying to avoid continuity error or something like that. But yeah, Patton and Logan were filmed twice. Virgil was filmed 3 times, but they were all filmed in one chunk in one day. 1 or 2 days at the most. But yeah, there was no way I was going to go back and forth like that. No way. Especially with makeup. That'd be a lot.
Getting antsy. So it's the infinity pain that's holding us back from our schedule, I see. Amy told us to keep the ball rolling. Let's go. Hi.
That line was originally supposed to be longer. It was supposed to be like commenting on the fact that there's a cylinder in the middle of all of us, but you'll get it or something. But I cut that out because it was too long and annoying.
Well, you heard him. Let's go. See you later, Virgil.
I will let you know when the good place moment comes up so you guys can mute while I talk about it. Because there's something that I do want to say about it, but I won't.
What is that?
So I want to know if this makes sense to people who are not me and TechReal, because I tried to explain the joke as well as I could. TechReal actually really... Infinity Pain is an Infinity Train reference, yes. Yes, it is. And also Lord Dorkwad is a Shrek reference. Yeah. I'm so surprised Thomas hasn't used Infinity Pain. I'm so surprised he hasn't. I'm glad I snatched it. But he can use it, I don't give a shit. But, yeah. Anyway. But also, this scene was so... Well, thank you. I'm glad you like my Roman cosplay. I finished it for this project. That was one of the first things that I finished. I wanted to finish my Roman cosplay so I could get through it. But yeah, I really wanted them to insult each other.
Can I help you? No. I appreciate the offer, but I don't need a toilet.
I love this scene. I had to include Janice in the bathroom. I had to do it.
Well,
Because Techrell and I joke about
technically
this
there was
all the
one
time.
in-character live stream where it had been established that you were there and Amy wasn't, and
Yeah.
you had to go to the bathroom, so I just assumed that.
Oh, you thought I was.
This was at 10 p.m. I was trying to be quiet while I did this.
Good one. Oh my god.
Virgil. Go that way, buddy.
You put the peeps in the chili pot and you put the both up. You put the peeps in the chili pot and at the end of that you put the peeps in the chili pot and it makes it taste. Oh my gosh, that was so much
Roman just being
fun.
like, look at my picture.
Yeah, I never thought a TV show could make the word moral philosophy sound interesting and entertaining. Steve's here.
Continuity
Oh,
error.
Steve, you're just in time to help me.
So for blues shots, this light fixture actually broke before I could film blue, and I took it down without thinking about it. So it's just not in blue shot, but that should be in blue shot. Fun fact. Continuity error.
My acting reel.
So the like Christmas lights, they
That's
should be
real
in blue
acting.
shot, but they're not. But everything else is.
What's all this about cheap Skittle pots?
Skittle.
Skriddle. No, you were almost there, Steve. They were chanting the peeps in the chili pot line from season 3 of The Good Place. Oh, I see. Yes! Thomas is preparing to
I know,
audition
like,
for
every word of
SpongeBob
this.
the Musical, so I'm preparing all the parts by reading dialogue from similar characters. The next on the list is Old Man Jenkins, so I felt it only necessary to use Michael from The Good Place. But Michael is an older silly man from a world not like our own, much like a certain old fish.
It's my favorite line in the whole project. I love it.
Your mind is an enigma.
Skriddle. That's an Unisonus reference.
Thank you. And yes, we are participating in the art of theater today as we prepare lines for my acting reel. Would you like to join us, Steve? We're still finding Blues Clues, right? Wait, we're playing Blues Clues?
Also, Logan's book, I don't know if you know this, Logan's book says how to audition. Before this, I thought the tank top you were using for the blue and patent was the same, but I realized they're different. Yep. The one I'm using for blue is actually inside out, and has a little pattern on it. What does that mean? I'm sorry. The something error? Are you talking about like the like wait, clarify for me, Amber, what do you mean? What part are you talking about? I don't know. I'm gonna go back a little bit so I can see if I can catch it.
What's all this about cheap Skittle pots?
Skriddle.
No, you were almost there, Steve. They were chanting the peeps in the chili pot line from season 3 of The Good Place. Oh, I see. Yes! Thomas is
The
preparing
error?
to audition for SpongeBob the Musical.
So the Christmas light, if you're asking about the Christmas lights, those Christmas lights that are behind Roman right now are supposed to be in blue shot. Okay, the Christmas lights that are behind Roman are supposed to be in blue shot. So like you see the whiteboard and it goes down and it plugs into the wall. That's supposed to be on Blue's side because you'll see Roman's whiteboard in blue shot, but you don't see the Christmas lights. That's the continuity error.
So I'm preparing all the parts by reading dialogue from similar
But you'll see
characters.
that here in a second.
The next on the list is Old Man Jenkins, so I felt it only necessary to use Michael from The Good Place. But Michael is a
older silly man from a world unlike our own? Much like a certain old fish?
That's so funny to me. I love that. Yeah, so right here, you see the whiteboard over in the corner, and then those lights are supposed to go down behind the bed, but because they're not there, that's a continuity error. Ta-da! I messed up. But anyway.
Your mind is an enigma.
We love the SpongeBob musical.
Thank you. And yes, we are participating in the art of theater today as we prepare lines for my acting reel. Would you like to join us, Steve?
We're still finding Blue's Clues, right?
Wait, we're playing Blue's Clues?
Oh my stars! Did you guys even get a script?
Well, yeah, Logan. Remember, we're gonna play Blue's Clues with Steve and our friend. We're really excited to have your help, kiddo.
Wait, hold on. I do have a script, and we were following
okay,
it.
that's a fun fact. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back.
Well, yeah, Logan. Remember, we're gonna play Blue's Clues with Steve and our friend. We're really excited to have your help, kiddo.
Wait, hold on.
If you don't want spoilers for the project, don't listen to this, okay? Because
I do have a script.
Logan looks right at the clue. And I think that's the funniest thing in the world. Logan just being like, oh, okay, cool. Logan looks directly at the clue. But of course it's not showing yet. He just knows where it is. And he has to like remember where it is. So that's funny to me.
We were following it. I'm still confused, and I'm not sure who Michael is.
Wait. Steve, did you not watch The Good Place? I put that on the list with
I
Blue's
intentionally
Clues.
Uh,
had Logan look at the clue. Yep.
Well, I
No, you're
did,
so good,
but
Amber.
I
It's totally okay.
stopped because,
Ugh, this is what you get when you cast the sad little baguette instead of me.
This is a
Wait,
reference
I'm
to. This is a reference to.
kidding.
Techreal and I watched the show Kidding together. And so I wanted to add a little reference to Kidding because I thought that was funny. And I'm proud of that one because I wanted it to look like Looney Tunes-esque, like, kidding. Whoa. And then go back into the fight. Also, fun fact, the audio for the punching here I stole from A Date with Markiplier. Directly from the moment right after Darkiplier goes like, you're never, ever going to escape, not now. And then the other Mark comes in and is like, what? And then they start fighting each other. That's that audio. So if I play it again, you'll probably hear it. But I just stole that.
Ugh, this is what you get when you cast the sad little baguette instead of me. Wait, I was kidding.
You can hear Markiplier.
Kidding. Yep. You're not going to talk about Steve like that. So go on. Apologize.
Two things. Number one, that's a reference to Encanto. And also, I think I put this in there after this happened, but you're going to hear in the reaction, Techreal be like, I feel personally attacked by that Encanto reference. The reason for that is one of the things that we've done is we will joke, if I make a reference that I feel like Techreal should know, I'm going to be like, I just say like, guess where that's from? Like, guess where this reference is from? So I've done the, go on, apologize. And he was like trying so hard to figure out where that reference was from. And I was sitting there laughing because he loves Encanto. So I was sitting there like, you should know that. You should know that. And he didn't. And then when he finally figured it out, he was like, oh my God! And then he freaked out. So I think it happened after, but I thought that reference would be comical for this project. Because that's what that story is. Also, fun fact, continuity error, all of the characters that I play, including Steve, have black nail polish on. Virgil does not, right here, because I didn't want to put it on. Anyway. Wait, I didn't read this. Kidding is an amazing show. It's a reference to one of the best characters who's performed by a really nice actor who I've talked to a bit. Dan Garza, he's amazing. We love Dan Garza. He's so sweet. Virgil going feral, amazing. And the Encanto reference makes me happy. Oh, I'm so glad y'all got the Encanto reference. That's awesome.
Steve.
I'm sorry, Steve.
It's all right, Roman. I do understand your frustration. There you go. I told you to do that so you wouldn't get confused. I don't know. Just go along with.
Wait! Brainstorm!
We love Rachel and Janice in these parts.
Okay, Steve. You've got mail.
Don't ask me why that whip noise is in there. Just, it was funny. Anyway.
Oh. Steve, check your phone.
I don't have one.
Oh yeah, the Good Place spoilers are coming up. Also, fun. I don't know if this will be interesting to anybody, but the reason that Steve doesn't have a phone is because if artificial intelligence has access to the internet, that's like giving a child an R-rated movie. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you raised artificial intelligence like you raised a child, maybe they wouldn't be so deadly. Anyway, that makes me angry. So Steve is trained right as an artificial intelligence, and he does not have easy access to the internet. He doesn't have a phone. You can call him with his program. You can send calls to Steve and text to Steve and stuff, but you can't email Steve because he's not on the internet. That's a fun lore thing for good old Steve buddy. But yeah, be careful. The Good Place spoilers are coming up soon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand on my chest like this, or like this, when the spoilers are happening, and when I'm talking about the spoilers, and then I'll be like, and then you can watch ahead when you want to. So just be mindful of that if you need to mute, if you wouldn't need to do anything, because there's a little thing I want to talk about with the spoilers. But anyway.
Oh, I'll check the email.
Also, props to Thomas Sanders for graciously adding his description of the Good Place into this series. I'm very happy that he was able to do this. He's a sweetheart, and I'm really excited that he got to be in my video.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, putting my hand on my chest. Mute yourself if you need to. I'll take it off my chest once it's done, okay? I was very giggly the whole time. That's so great. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay.
Okay, the Good Place. Eleanor wakes up. She's in the Good Place, in the afterlife.
So I literally just asked Thomas to like describe the Good Place in 1 minute.
Jason, and then there's also Michael the architect and Janet the afterlife Siri. They realize that they're actually in the bad place because they're all making each other miserable, and so they're going on a journey to discover how to be good along with Michael, so that they can actually get into the real good place.
Messed this up.
There's a lot of switcheroos. There's there's an escape to the medium place. In the meantime, they escape to the judge. They try to get rejudged, basically being realized.
Honestly, he nailed this description. Am I wrong?
If they got more chances.
Am I wrong? He nailed this description.
To be better.
Also, no spoilers in the
they
comments,
die
please.
again when things kind of fall apart there, and then they realize, oh my gosh, the story's all wrong on how to judge to be a good person because life's more complicated. They get into the good place, and then they realize, oh, that this actually needs work too. In order for other people to feel like they can move on whenever they want. And it's one of the saddest endings, but one of the most fulfilling endings ever, and it's a perfect show. Happy birthday, Tech Real.
He's a
Oh, so Michael is the architect of the Good Place, which is actually part of the Bad Place, and then he, along with Eleanor, Chidi, Jason, Tawny, and Janet, the Afterlife Siri, go on an adventure to change the afterlife for the better so that no one has to be tortured for eternity anymore, and no one has to spend forever in paradise.
For one thing, I still remember that. Number two, that was supposed to insinuate like the artificial intelligences that can take a summary and just or take an article or something and spit out the actual like a summary or something right away, like instantly. So that's why Steve can do that. And also, I really wanted to make sure that I took some of the lines from what Thomas said and added them into Steve's description so that it felt more real and more based off of what Thomas said rather than just my knowledge of the Good Place. So like, for example, the fact that I said, Michael is the architect of the Good Place, which is actually part of the Bad Place, because Thomas said architect, I think Thomas said architect, but I also know that Thomas said Janet is the Afterlife Siri. So the fact that he said the Afterlife Siri, I had Steve say that. So I really made sure to try to blend what Thomas said into what Steve said. I probably gave him my real name at the time, and I got No, I totally understand that. Yeah, the fact that he says your name. Yeah, but anyway, I'm really proud of that moment because the reactions are really cool too. Like Logan being like, whoa, and Roman just being like, well, shit, I wish I had that memorization skill. But yeah, okay. My hand is coming off of my chest. Okay, so I'm not spoiling anything anymore, but that's what that is. And I love it. I'm really proud of that little moment, even though it spoiled the entire series of The Good Place.
Whoa, yeah, that about sums it up. How did, Amy, we've got to get back to the story now. So here's your script, and we're gonna start at the top of page 2. Oh, no, wait, Roman, we're running out of time. What if we... Done! Yes! What? I finished my letter.
Oh.
What?
Yes, I'm drinking
I am
green juice.
very confused.
Don't talk.
Well, I wrote a letter for our friend Techreal for his birthday, which was 5 months ago.
If the letter confused you, it's actually getting sent to Techreal. That's just a letter from Patton that's actually going to get sent to Techreal. It hasn't been sent just yet, but it will be. And I know Techreal's listening. I don't care. He can know that. But there you go.
Oh, well, that's really cool, Patton. Oh, well, now what are we gonna do? We don't have time to read the script anymore. This is a total...
We had to add Remus to the project, and I had to have him say the Bortles line. We needed that Bortles line.
Oh, no. Disaster. Bortles!
I love that ball flying through the air. I love that ball flying through the air. I love that ball flying through the air. I'm really excited with how that turned out. I love it. 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 I absolutely love it. I love it. Anyway. And the ball hitting Logan, the clue falling, and Steve finding the clue in rapid succession is one of his favorite. It's one of Tech's favorite moments. So there's like 2 really crazy moments that are fast and furious that look so cool right there that I worked so hard to make look good, and I'm excited that they turned out the way they did. Did you write the letter as Patton? Yes, I did. I think just for yeah, I think I'm deciding that. I think for like I think I'm gonna leave the actual contents of that letter as like a very special thing for Techreal. But basically you can just know that like in the letter it says a lot of stuff about like it's just very silly in the way of like in the Alone on Valentine's Day video where he's like, well, I think this is a little awkward. This is a little awkward, isn't it? It's getting awkward to me, or whatever. That type of thing happens in the letter, and it's just a really sweet message for Techreal that I was just bullshitting. So it's not all that special, but it's special in its own way. I absolutely love that the ball was thrown around. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I love that I got to do that. And then, because it was hard. It was hard as fuck, too, because, like, as Remus, I had to throw it into the bottom corner of the bed so it wouldn't shake the bed and make the whole scene like freak out. I had to make sure it wouldn't do that. For Blue, I had to have my dad throw it at me and then chuck it across the room, and then it just hit the wall. And then as Steve, I had to throw it up and then catch it and then look around. So all of that was like 3 different takes. It was crazy. It'll be special to me, Techreal says. But yeah, that letter is actually going to be sent to Techreal. As well as the note at the end of the project that was in Steve's hands. Those are both going to be sent to Techreal. I want to see the ball flying through the air again. Because I'm really excited about it. Whoa! No, this is not the time to do that. Okay. Whew.
I finished my letter.
Woo! That was close.
What?
Sorry. Yes, Patton. Yes, Patton. Yes, Patton. Yes, Patton. Yes, Patton. Continuity error. I flipped that paper over, and the rest of the takes of Patton, they're all...
I wrote a letter
the
for our
papers
friend
flipped over
Techreal for his
again.
birthday, which was 5 months ago.
Rage.
Oh, well, that's really cool, Patton. Oh, well, now what are we gonna do? We don't have time to read the script anymore. This is a total...
Also, Patton's gasp there?
A
It's
clue!
really clear.
Oh no. Disaster. Portal! Yes.
Both of those moments I'm so proud of. I worked so hard on that. Anyway, rage. This is a funny because everybody's freaking out and Steve's still looking at his hands. And that joke never lands, but I love it.
I mean, huh?
We love that Patton saves the day.
Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I can do that, yeah.
so another thing that's pretty funny about Patton, when the bloopers come up, if you've been listening to the podcast, or if you haven't, you know that I have difficulty with Patton occasionally. So some days I really just don't want to be Patton when I'm playing him for any occasion. It's funny, there's a lot of shots of me doing something really happy and sweet and just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And I'm just like, deadpan. There's so many shots of me being really silly and very happy and then just, okay, moving on. So you're going to see a lot of that.
Okay, Steve, Blue wants you and our friend here to close your eyes. What? I don't recall this. Look, Steve, we left the script behind a
I don't
while
know if y'all
ago.
are curious
Me and
about like
Pat-
behind the scenes stuff with this. Do y'all really? I guess that's what this is about. So the script that's in Steve's hand right now is actually the script for a show I was in a while ago called Because I Am Your Queen. It was a staged reading, and I got to keep the script. I can't actually remember what the name of the lady who wrote it is. I got to go back and find that at some point. But I was in a little staged reading, and then the music that's on the bed on Blue's, like right in front of Blue, the music is from Little House on the Prairie, the musical, because I also have that. I have all those sheets of music still. And then I also have like, I think there's a paper that's written out on there that's like where I had to go as Blue. Or no, Blue. Where I had to go in Little House on the Prairie, like remembering where I had to be backstage for like going back and forth because I was in the ensemble. And I think there's some of the script of Because I Am Your Queen on the bed too. But I just pulled some scripts from my past and then put them all over the bed. So those aren't actually scripts from The Good Place.
We formulated some sort of plan, so just do what they say and then I'll catch you up if something goes awry. What he said. Well, that's good to hear. Thank you, Logan.
Yeah, Steve's holding me.
Alrighty, can you close those eyes for me right now, Steve?
He's like, yeah, I guess so.
That means you too, kiddo. Close your eyes.
A Date with Markiplier reference, the close your eyes. That's a Date with Markiplier
Thank
reference.
you. Alrighty, Steve. We're gonna see if our friend can find this one first, and then we'll give you a shot, okay? Alright. Fantastic. Now, the clue that we saw before has moved to a different spot.
Also, shout out to
Things are
Tech
getting a
Reel
bit
for sending
crazy
me
in here,
that,
and we want to give you a chance to look for it.
Closing effect.
The clue is now either with Logan, with Roman, or with me, okay? And we'll give you a few seconds to look each time. Let's start with Logan. All right, you ready, kiddo? Open your eyes. Do you see the clue?
Could I have put the clue in a more complicated spot? Absolutely. Did I do that? No.
Well,
I love that
of
I'm
course it
saying
would.
things that Tech Reel's gonna say.
Saw that I had it previously, so the likelihood that I would have
Sorry,
it
dude.
again is decidedly infinitesimal. Roman.
I don't like myself.
It's my turn.
We had to have an
Okay.
infinitesimal
clue
reference
over
in
here?
there, for sure. Roman. I love Roman. Just him being like,
Ah, darn. You got to spend a whole 8 seconds staring at me?
why do we even
That's
type?
too
He
bad.
says.
Okay.
Date with Markiplier
Now,
references.
do you see the clue over here with me?
The fact that Patton goes, okay, the amount of times that happens in the
Oh
real
my gosh,
Sander
I
sides,
love
I was really
that.
excited to put something like that in there.
Did you do that? Oh my god, I love. Sorry. There it is! Oh my gosh, you are so smart. Now, let's see if Steve can find the clue.
So fun fact about this moment, I'm just going to leave it there. Fun fact about this moment. This was supposed to be, this almost had me at the beginning of the video saying there are parts of Steve's lore here, or things that Steve does that aren't going to be part of his lore in the future. And this was one of those things, because I was like, I really want to have a wake up Steve moment, because like I love the Wiggles and I think that'd be really funny. However, after I showed TechReal the project, because TechReal watched the project before anyone else did, or the full project. After I showed him that, I told him that, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if that works for Steve's lore. And then he was like, well, if Steve covers his eyes, then he falls asleep. That works, doesn't it? And I was like, oh my God, it does. So now we're leaving that in the lore, that if Steve's eyes get covered, or if he closes them for too long, he just, falls asleep. So you have to say his name to wake him back up. So I think that's a really funny, unintentional Steve thing that we can add to the parts. I participated in this so much, and it really took me back to being a kid watching Blue's Clues. Yay! That's what I want to hear. That's awesome. But yeah, that was really funny because TechReal fully explained that lore. Because TechReal honestly has been a really big contributor to who Steve has become. Mind Your Glitch, he was one of the people that helped me write Mind Your Glitch. So it was really cool to have TechReal just be like, oh, well, this makes sense. And I was like, oh my God, it makes sense. And now it's lore. So it's great. I'm really excited about it. I made the comparison of a laptop closing, putting it in sleep mode, and how it was basically the same thing. If you cut off the visual input, it shuts down for a bit. So this is what, I love it. I love it. I love it. That's great. So I'm going to use that from here on out. That's fantastic. I love it. I love how Logan, my favorite thing, I love Logan in this whole video, because there are just moments where Logan's getting interested in the artificial intelligence piece of Steve and whoa, that's so fascinating. So Logan just being reading his book and then looking up and going, what? It's cool. It's cool.
Is he okay? Oh, yeah, we just have to wake him up. Like Jeff?
Yes.
Are we
I
talking
love
about
this
the
joke.
character from the Australian children's music group The Wiggles, or are we talking about the meme from 22 Jump Street?
Yes, Logan.
Yes, Logan.
Oh, I'm so glad you love Mind Your Glitch.
Okay, guys, so Steve fell asleep while we were looking for the clues. So now we have to wake him up. Now, on the count of 3, we're all gonna shout, "Wake up, Steve!" as loud as we possibly can. And maybe whisper it if you have rowdy neighbors like Amy and me. He'll still hear it, I'm sure. All right, ready? 3.
Logan
2,
is me in this video,
1.
absolutely.
Wake up, Steve!
That's very, very true. Now, I also need you to know, when we get to the bloopers, there were moments, because you know how in The Wiggles, Jeff will literally just and stop and be like, wow, thanks for waking me up, or whatever. I really wanted to do that with Steve, but it did not look right. Every time I did it, I was like, this looks gross. I hate it. So I didn't add it, but it is going to be in the bloopers, because there's one where Steve's hat flies off and it hangs on one of the door hinges behind me. So it really just naturally flew off and then hit the door hinge behind me, and I went, oh my God. It was very cool. I do have a soft spot for it, and I do love Jeff. Yeah, and I mean, that was genuinely me being like, oh my gosh, it's a moment that works, and it's a kid's thing, so it works. So I really wanted to add the Wiggles. I knew you didn't love the Wiggles, TechReal, but yeah. Did you find the clue?
Did you find the clue? Well, yes, but it was brought to our attention that you like to find clues too. Wait, it's my turn? Well, you've done so good helping us look for clues so far, kiddo, so now it's your turn. Take it away, you old so-and-so. Go ahead, Steve. There it is,
He
Stonehead's letter.
stands. He's like a computer
Oh my
speaker.
gosh, I'm getting emotional. Could have put it in a much more complicated spot than you just did.
I love Patton just going, yeah! And Logan being like, yeah, you could have put that in a much more complicated spot than you just did. That's funny. Also, people have said that I am Thomas Sanders in this line. I don't know how that happened, but the line that Rona says after all that.
And well done to you too.
I guess I
You
am.
did next to nothing because this is a short film, but your support is greatly appreciated nonetheless.
We love the Wiggles.
Also, where'd Amy go?
They're doing reunion stuff right now, if you haven't seen. Go check them out.
That
The
means
Wiggles.
it must be time to go. But wait, we need to record this clue in our handy dandy notebook. Notebook. Right.
What?
Just because it's a short film doesn't mean it's not
Oh my gosh, thank you.
enticing to solve the clue.
I wouldn't say I am Thomas.
Well,
Sanders,
I
but
agree
I'm-
with you, Logan, and I'll have to remember
I
that
do admire
for later.
the man.
Hey, Patton from another universe.
Yes, Patton from Amy's Universe.
This was
What
so
the
weird.
fuck? You
and
mind
so
passing
funny,
this
and I
along
loved
to the
it so
Patton
much.
from Tech Reels universe?
Absolutely, yeah, I can do
We
that.
love Jesse.
Thanks, kiddo.
Kiddo, more like daddy-o.
Oh!
Okay, give me, pass me the thing.
Here it comes, right over to you.
Well, what are these? These are so sweet. But
We have a lot of footage
yeah,
we
I don't
didn't
think that's what
use.
you were trying to give me.
Well,
Goodness.
well, that's not even what you had. This is not a
Oh,
letter.
we
What?
love Logan's enthusiasm for
You know
Blue's
what? Try
Clues.
again.
Hello.
Try again. We can do this. We can do this.
That's a shoe. That's my shoe. How did I even? I don't even know. I got off my foot. I don't even know I got over there. I don't even know what's happening.
Fun fact that Jessie would probably enjoy that I've included. The shoe that she uses, they've never actually had the chance to use their shoe for Patton's cosplay in a video, so that's why they included the shoe, and that's one of the funnier jokes in the project, I think, because she literally goes, "That's my shoe," but like she wanted to show it off. It's great. It's a good thing. I know this isn't what this is, but
Well,
unintentional
this is
Spider-Verse
blurry.
reference
I
due to
don't-
multiple universe
Where
patterns.
did this come from? Okay, hold on. Wait.
I love it.
Hold on.
Keep
Let's
adding
get
the
that.
references.
I think we got it. Oh, that's a book. That's a book with a dog and a cat. And I've heard good things about this author. I've heard good things about this author. Do they want that we
Jesse's
can send
the
this
author of
with
that
the
book.
note? You know, I mean, I bet we
And
could
I
get
love
him
it.
a signed copy. I don't know how I know that. I don't know how I know that.
That's
How
so
would I know
funny.
how to get that? Never mind. Take it back. Take it back.
Oh, well, I'm gonna try.
Fun fact about this scene. Number 1, Jesse's favorite Patton moment here is that one. Number 2, I don't know if you can see this line on the corner. So the blue wall on the left of the screen to the corner, there's a really faint line right there that you can see. That's because magenta is in this shot. That little stuffed plush of magenta that I have, it's in this shot. So I really went, Amy, why? So I had to edit that out because so you can see that because there's a little bit of a line right there because I had to edit that. So, fun fact. Saying this. What? Wait, what? Oh, months after getting a signed copy from her. That's great. Oh my gosh, I love that. Thank you so much. I'm so glad the patents bring you joy. That's great.
You know, but I can't play, so I'm gonna
Honestly,
try.
that's a better way to
this
play
is
than most
good. Oh, wow.
beginners have.
Oh, hi, Daisy Doodle. You're dressed like Puppy Patton. So many Pattons, so many
Mom doesn't
dogs.
have a watch.
Oh,
He's
my
like,
gosh.
oh, I don't
here
have a
you
watch.
go.
Blues Clues.
Logan's ready to leave.
Okay, we gotta try again. We gotta send it on.
I don't understand how this has happened. Oh, we did it. Oh, we
Okay.
did it. Oh, we did it. We did
Good,
it.
good, good.
We did it.
Thanks, kiddo.
Jimmy Fallon reference.
So, we'll draw a rectangle
We love
for
Daisy.
Patton's letter. Actually, it was the note specifically, not necessarily Patton's letter.
Daisy
Okay.
Doodle.
Well, we can just... Okay. There we go. Then, we draw the
Patton
extra
hears me
pages.
always with Blue's Clues.
Then,
Just the
Logan, should there be writing on the notebook? Yes, the clue is notes, as in I was taking notes, not a notebook. Okay, yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And now we have notes on a notepad.
There. Done. Now. Did you end up finding the third clue before you woke me up?
Logan is like Steve's. I just appreciate Steve and Logan helping each other out. I love it. I love it. Guys, I can't handle how much
You
I love
did?
it.
Well, that's amazing.
I'm so excited about it every
Man,
time.
You really are super smart. Well, and hey, that means we found all 3 clues.
It's the most excited Steve's ever gonna be.
This is so exciting. We have to go figure out Blue's Clues now.
He
Well,
doesn't get very excited
I guess
much,
we better
but
go.
he does.
So
He does.
it was really nice to meet you all. Bye, Steve. Bye, kiddo. I hope you have a fantabularific day. We shall see you soon. Also, what does fantabularific mean? I wouldn't worry about it too much, Logan. Ta-ta for now. I shall see you at the next
We
royal
have notes on a
encounter,
notepad
because
as
you,
notes
my
on a
friend,
notepad.
are a jewel with the
Yeah, let's
purest
go.
of hearts. Adios and farewell.
Why was it so
Why was
elaborate?
it so elaborate? They're just leaving the space for a bit.
Well,
How
we don't see them for a while, so I had to prepare them.
So
I had so many audio issues here.
detail in there just for him to leave the space.
It's like
It's
they're a
not like
prince or a
he's gonna be
princess or a
gone
nun.
forever. You're gonna be able to come
They
back
could just
and see
exist
them.
and go on their merry way, but like
That's so
no,
many
they
audio
just
issues.
done listening to
so I'm going to give them a
I don't
whole
like how it came
a whole walk down the park of just
Well, Logan,
You're
fantabularific
this-
is like a big word that we use when you combine fantabulous
See, like, Roman's
and
audio gets quieter.
fanerific and fan-goof. I don't know.
It's fine. Blue shampoo.
Blues and shoes. Come buy your shoes.
Also, that's kind of a reference to the robots who, like, you push them a little and they stand up in a weird way. So I tried to insinuate that a little bit.
Well, goodness gracious, we found all 3 clues.
There's one shot in the bloopers where I genuinely fell over doing that, and I just slipped and fell on my butt. And Tigger went like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." It just scared me.
Let's go sit in our... I'm sorry, Checo, you're gonna have to get up. Yeah, that's it. It's okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, like,
No, it's
I know
okay,
you
you know.
see,
It's a really good chair.
it is a really good
It's a good chair,
It's
yeah.
a thinking chair.
Yeah, okay.
Special, so
I'll see you later.
goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
We love it.
Let's go. We made it to the thinking chair. Now, hi, how are you?
We love Happy.
all
We
right,
love a boy who learns.
So let's figure out what clues we have. We have a note. Isn't that the 3rd clue?
Fun fact:
A
the notes
friend, or
in the
the
actual
word
notebook,
friend.
they're out of order.
And then a shout.
I think it's possible that I read them
I must
in
have
the
written
order
them out
that
of
they
order.
were written in.
Well, okay. Now, what kind of video would Blue want to make with the word friend, a shout, and a note? Huh. Well, maybe we could shout a note to someone about what the word friend means. Well, no, that's ridiculous because everyone knows what the word friend means.
Yes.
A kidnapping where a person claims friendship and then writes a ransom note to the family.
This was Lucy's idea.
Steve, where's the shout?
Steve, where's the show?
It shouts it at them. Shouts the ransom note to the family. No.
Shouts the ransom note to you.
What about a note of appreciation for a friend that's told through a video format? Like
Honestly,
a nice note for someone.
The question that I've been wondering as I finished up this project is how much of this script does Steve know about? And I'm the writer. I have no idea. But like, is he aware of what's going on and he forgot most of it? Or did Amy just not tell him some things? Like, did Amy not tell him what the answer was? But obviously he knows the plan and the pattern for the end, unless Amy helped prep him for the end later, because there is a cut there. So we've got to figure this out. I have no idea. Anyway.
That you love. There's a word.
He's either a really good actor
Shout!
or he's
Shout! You want to make a
bullshitting
shout
his
out,
way
Blue?
through.
Golly, we just figured out Blue's Clues!
Honestly, I think he just
What do
doesn't
we
know
do?
some things. I think Amy just kept some things secret.
Oh, I have stickers.
I got 2.
This one's really stuck on there.
Fun fact, those are post-it notes. They're really easy to pull apart.
We just figured out Blue's Clues. We just figured out Blue's Clues. We just...
I think Steve was supposed to know it all, but he was caught in the middle of prep at the beginning, so he just wasn't as ready as he could have been. That's fair. I assumed Amy didn't tell him the answer because Amy... That's fair. Also, okay, fun fact. As the year went on, Steve's character loosened up. We started to really develop the lore for Steve, and we started to develop the behind the scenes of like what his story is, and also like the acting choices that I make as Steve. And one of them that I was pretty sure of before this year was I didn't want Steve to smile much at all. And if ever. So I had planned to make it special for this project to have Steve smile intentionally for the first time. But because we loosened that up, and because like the Steve Q&A came out and other things happened, that wasn't as much of a drop as I would have wanted it to be when I wrote it for the first time. But yeah, he do smile a little bit. And also this song is easier for him to process because it's not just constant music and words over each other. Most of it is someone singing and then it stops to hear music. So it's easier for him to process because he's hearing two different things at different times instead of music all at once. So that's why this song is easier for him to process than the other one is. So anyway, the new version, but that's like the new version of the song. If you didn't know, that's the version of the song from Blues Clues and You, which is the new Blues Clues show. But yeah, no, that was supposed to be a bigger drop than it was. And I mean, you can tell in Techreal's reaction that it wasn't as big of a drop, and I knew that it wouldn't be, but that's what that was supposed to be. But I think it's the cutest, most adorable thing ever because, like, he doesn't smile often, but when he does. Cutie.
I like that one a lot. Thank you for playing that, Amy.
And then he immediately stopped smiling.
Here. I'm just supposed to drop that back.
I'm just supposed to drop that back there.
Well, come on. Let's go figure out that video. All right.
That was supposed to be the Batman, da-da-da-da-da-da, but it didn't fit. And I also didn't want to steal it.
Oh, you want to make it for Techreal? Oh, that's a really good idea, Blue. He's very nice. Oh, and you've already written a letter for him. Blue's fast, isn't she? Good job.
The part where I said Techreal challenged me to put something in there, that's what that was. The good job. He challenged me to put that in there somewhere, and I was like, oh, I got this. I know exactly.
I'll start the video. What?
I filmed them as TikToks. I never posted them. But yeah, they were TikToks that I actually filmed.
Blue, I don't understand you.
This is so cool to me. Look at them being right next to each other. What the fuck? Anyway.
Yes. Of course I can translate for you. Go right on.
Actually, fun fact, the original TikToks were flipped, and I realized how confusing that would be, so I actually found a way to download the draft, flip them, and then put the draft back onto the thing to make it look like a recording. So the only way you can tell that is because that video, because it's like a pre-made video, the time isn't 1 minute. I don't know if this makes any sense, but like it doesn't have, like, instead of just hitting the go button on TikTok, you're playing through a pre-recorded video that's a set amount of time. So the 30-minute mark isn't halfway down, if that makes sense. That's the only way you can tell that these are pre-recorded videos, but everything else makes sense. So what did you say? I forget how that ka-chow thing started. Did I say it and it became a thing, or was that fully you? I don't know. I don't remember how that started. I know ka-chow was like obviously it's Cars. It's a reference to Cars, but like I think you did that, Tech. Now that I think about it, I really think you kind of went ka-chow or something, and it just cracked me up so bad. And then we were joking that we should put it in the project. I think you just did it out of the blue at one point. I don't think I would have thought of that. Or maybe I did. Maybe that was me, but I don't remember it being me. I think it was you, because I remember laughing at it. but I don't know.
Blue, you might need to give me the paper. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
Steve
All
doing
right.
his best.
Now go ahead when you're ready. Hey,
I
guess
didn't
what,
articulate
viewers?
as Blue,
You
so
should
I
check
went.
out my friend over here.
We were doing the chow thing for a while. We were.
They are
But
so
I think you
talented
did it.
and
I really do
creative
think
and
you did
smart.
it first. Someone pointed out to me that I could have made this moment a little funnier by having Blue say something really elaborate and then having a really short thing with Steve. But I chose not to do that because I wanted this moment to be as genuine as it could because of how special this letter is. So I did acknowledge that, but that wasn't what I wanted
Some of
to
my
do.
best moments and some of my not so happy
That
moments.
because there's also shots of Blue being really extremely silly with the barks, but like I wanted to keep that as null as possible because like I realized how important this one moment was. So you can see her crossing her eyes a little bit and doing a little bit of silly stuff.
Every
'Cause I did
time
that
we
a little
call,
bit.
I know we're going to have a good time, playing games or talking or watching me overcomplicate art projects.
This was improvised. Steve nodding there was improvised. And I'm so glad I left that in because it was so funny. Just Steve being like, oh yeah, I'm overcomplicating an art project because this is an hour-long video. Anyway.
As a thanks, I'm going to tell the whole world about how awesome you are.
We love Tech Reel.
So thank you, Tech Reel, for everything.
When I went sentimentality route, they're just a joke. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Love.
I'm really proud of how it came out, honestly.
Wow, Blue, that was a really nice shout out for our friend Tech Reel. I think he's really going to like that.
Huzzah!
Did you post the video? Wow, Blue, you're
Oh, I'm
really...
obsessed with how that looks. Look at Blue looks like she's looking right at Steve. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah, I think that would have been weird because Blue barking definitely does line up with what she's supposed to be saying in the show. In fact, in the original show, yeah. Before the game starts, you hear Blue bark about the syllables of the answer in every episode. Okay, yeah. So I'm really happy with the choice I made there. I really think that would have been not so great if I had made that a joke. Because as much as, like, I mean, for one thing, I am a Sandersides fan, and being a Sandersides fan, I love the angst. So anytime I can bring down the mood, iconic. But also, I want to have, like, I love the silly moments. I love the silly moments as, like, coupled with it. I think it just worked really well that way. Also, I'm obsessed with this moment because, like, I didn't expect them to both move in together because, like, obviously I filmed these two very separately. So the way that I arranged them, some of the takes didn't work because Blue's reaction to what Steve was doing was too long or too short or whatever. So I really had to kind of, like, gauge multiple takes to see if they would interact well together. This one, they both leaned in at the exact same time, and I went, oh my god, that's so cool! So, like, I'm still panicking at how that looks.
Really
We could
nice
look at that
shout
again,
out for
because
our
I'm
friend Tech Reel.
excited about
I
that.
think he's really gonna like that.
Oh, it's so cool. I'm stoked.
Did you post the video?
At the exact same time, guys. Like, how
Really
does that happen?
popular.
And it looks like Steve's looking right at Blue. It's crazy.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Hey,
love
Blue. Can I make a video now?
it. No. I really tried to make it look like this was Steve's choice to add this to, like, enhance the project, and Amy really went, oh my god, sure, yeah, go ahead.
Steve, oh my god, that's so cool!
I need everyone to know that the only thing I told Tech Reel about this moment, the only thing he knew, was that Steve was doing something cool. That's it. That's all he was told. And so when he says how tape recorders work, that's a reference to Blue's Clues. That, like, a really funny reference that he and his friends will make together. So he was also challenging me to include that in the project somewhere because that's a very special reference to him. But and I'm glad that he was the one that got to say it. I'll be honest. I think that I almost feel like me saying it would have taken away the power of how special that reference is, because he does it a lot. So like I love how he got the chance to say it. So that is a reference to Blue's Clues. But I also really love that Tech got to jump in at this moment, because then it really makes you go, well, is this even a surprise? So then Steve says, is this even a surprise at this point? That's funny as shit. I think that's great. I had the Sanders Sides thing kind of forgetting we're playing both characters. Oh, yeah. Aw. That's a compliment and a half, Kay. Thank you so much. Amy, I typed out the explanation for that at the beginning of the stream and was ready to paste it. I didn't. I'm pasting it anyways. Alrighty then. We should have brought you onto the stream with me, dude. I didn't even think about that. We should have just done it together. But anyway. That's a really sweet compliment, Kay. Thank you so much. But yeah. I kind of figured you were wanting to say something about that tech reel, but like we didn't talk about any of this beforehand, so I wasn't sure what you were gonna do. Because I told you everything already. But anyway, that's great. I love that you're also contributing to this. So I love this line. I love that Tech Reel was in this moment. That's so funny to me. But yeah, he really knew nothing about the end of what the project would look like. He didn't know what the clues added up to, and he didn't know what was... I was going to suggest that, but I didn't want to intrude. That's so fair. Yeah, I didn't think about it. I wish I had, honestly, but oh well. Next time. But I was just like, oh, that's Amy Blue and Steve talking, not thinking. Ah. Shucks. That's awesome. We love that. Because I've always wanted to be a transformative actor who can play like multiple different characters and have you be like, that you can't really see Amy in each character I play. They're all different. I want to be able to do that. So that's awesome.
How tape recorders work.
Love it. Love it. We stand.
Is this even a surprise at this point? Where did he go?
I love that Steve did the so long
Now
song.
it's time
I'm so
for
glad
So
we did
Long.
that. Oof.
But we'll sing just one more song.
Fun fact, the hardest part of this moment was getting Blue to keep strumming in time with the music, because there were different speeds and things of the times that I recorded it, so I had to blend some of the audios together to make it work right. Oh, the pat was so funny. But yeah, I had to blend some of the ukulele tracks together to make it work. So that was really hard for no reason. How dare.
Thanks for doing your part.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
You know, with
I'm glad to hear that, Amber.
My dog Blue.
We can do anything that we want to do.
Yay! Queen.
Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Queen Bee Steve.
It means a lot, and I appreciate all the help.
Notice Blue's hair disappears in that another editing issue that I had. Hoopla. Anyway.
Bye-bye.
We love it.
Steve. Oh my god.
Is it
over?
Oh.
Yay! Lucy made the credits. We need to credit Lucy for making the credits and everything, so she nailed that. The only thing I would change about the credits is AJ helped me with costumes. And then also the Rhett and Link song at the end, I didn't add that into the music credits, but that was added much later. The end credit scene. Yay, we love the special appearances. Yay! Lucy was a Steve body double too. Love it, love it, love it. Father Leah. I love the song. It's so good. Little Samba. Solid. That was, oh, that's actually a fun fact. So that shot of Steve that comes up and kind of stays there for a second, that is actually the first filming thing I ever did of Steve. Oh, and I also didn't mention where Steve's final shot was. Steve's final shot was, actually, I'm pretty sure Steve's final shot was like walking across the Mr. Rogers statue, like walking past it. Pretty sure that was the last shot that I did of Steve. Yep. Okay, so that was the last shot of Steve, and then the last shot of Blue was the high five, trying to put the clue on shout. But the first shot of Steve that happened was the skidoos. So like when I jumped and then like or when Steve jumped and then he was spinning into the TV, those spinning shots were the first thing I did as Steve. Because I knew I wanted to skidoo at some point in the video. So that was actually a picture from the footage of Steve jumping and trying to spin into the skidoo. Fun fact. Obviously, Sanders Side's characters were inspired by Thomas Sanders because, of course. We love the computer Leah for not giving out. Yes, the computer Leah for not giving out. Fun fact, all of this audio was recorded after because the music in the McDonald's was loud. And it wouldn't work. This was actually filmed in a McDonald's.
You know, Amy, I'm glad you're rewarding yourself with McDonald's. This project took over a year to make, so Amy, where's your patent pin?
I don't know. I lost it at Halloween Horror Nights.
Listen, I lost it at Halloween Horror Nights because I worked at Halloween Horror Nights. Guys, when I tell you that I'm still very frustrated that I lost that pin, because like I lost it, it dropped out of my beanie while I was wearing it and landed in a very enclosed space, like in my stuff. It either landed in my bag, it landed on the floor, which I couldn't find anywhere, it landed in my friend's stuff, or it landed in my other friend's stuff. That was the only places it could have been, and I checked my stuff and the floor everywhere, and I didn't want to bug my friends about it. So it's very possibly in either one of their bags somewhere. But like, I didn't want to have them scour their bags further because I already asked them. So somehow that pin just completely disappeared, and I'm really mad about it. But anyway, so that pin disappeared, and now I'm glad it's a joke in here, but like, oh my god, it pisses me off so bad. Also, another fun fact, if you're wondering where the line is that splits the videos of Steve and Amy, it goes down that, so the sun there, let me see. So that middle line on the wall is where the line starts. There's a shadow kind of on the right side. That's actually the split screen. Then it hits the seat, and then it slides down to the left a little bit, right by Steve's arm and by the tray, and then it goes down the table, like on the edge of the table. Fun fact, if you wanted to know. I think that one was really hard to make, but that's how that split screen looks. That means it could still show up. Maybe they'll find it, honestly, because like I literally can't find it anywhere. Losing things sucks. I'm so mad about it because the thing is, like, now I can't have a Patton cosplay that works and looks the way I want it to. It'll just be Patton's shirt, and that's okay. But like, you know, I'm kind of bummed about it. I'm glad you want McDonald's. Seriously, Amy, after watching this, I was so impressed and was just like, it felt like you were doing something similar to Thomas because you were playing multiple characters and wrote the script yourself. This is why I never wear my pins out in public. That's so fair. But like, that's the thing. I would fear it happening if it was on the street. Like, if it was gone on the street, that's fair. But like, right in front of me? What the fuck? Anyway, I'm still mad it got lost at all. But anyway. Yeah, I'm really excited with how this came out. So.
Oh, right, you lost it at.
I also love that Steve's making fun of me for it.
Living in Orlando right now, and it's been a year since you made the project.
It's been a year since I made the project.
You know what? I'm done.
I love his little smile. Look at him. He's a doof.
Well, I'm sorry, TechReal, that this took so long. I hope you enjoyed the project, and I hope you have, or had, a happy birthday. I'm not really sure when this is going to come out, because it's been a while. Are you coming back for your McDonald's?
No, but maybe after the bathroom.
And that's my massive Blues Clues project. I lost one of my Remus socks recently, but hopefully I'll find it. Oh no! I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, that is all of the Blues Clues project and almost everything, every piece of information I could give you. If you have other questions, I'm gonna say ask me on Instagram. Shoot me a DM on Instagram because I really have to pee right now. So I'm gonna go do that. But I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me talk about my wonderful project. I'm so happy with how it turned out and just the entire thing. I'm just very thankful that it came out the way it did. I feel your anger because I've lost a lot of things. Boy, howdy. But that's the thing. I'm frustrated because I lost it in a place that it should have shown up. It should have been there. It should have shown up. And I'm like, why the fuck? Anyway, rage. But I love y'all. So, like, extra questions can come to me on Instagram. And if you're watching this later, like, this is a pre-record. So, like, this will be recorded and stay on YouTube. So if you're watching this later and you're like, I have a question about this, shoot me a DM. I'm there. I'll be there. I may not respond right away because I'm not great at that, but I will, I'll respond at some point because I tend to respond to everybody. So, anyway, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go pee because I really have to do that. Bye. I love you. Thank you for watching my project and supporting me and loving TechReal and loving all my friends. And I appreciate you very much. And I hope to make more stuff soon. Right now I'm going to focus on trying to clean out my storage and also getting the bloopers out so I can do that. Just so y'all can have the bloopers because you deserve to have the bloopers in the BTS. I love you. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.